Here we go. Here we go. Here we go again. Welcome, y'all. I'm back at it with another VeVe Market Watch. This is number 14. Number 14. Looking forward to number 100. Just one day at a time, one stream at a time. Let me know where you guys are watching from. Thanks for watching, whether you be on YouTube or on X or wherever you're watching from. It is Sunday. We are ending the week, starting a new week. I know people have work in the morning, but I gotta get my stream in, whether it be for an hour or so. But yeah, we got a few things going on. You already know the vibes. And speaking of vibes, let me get this together. I know I'm missing something. There we go. Let's get my music going. There we go. Sweet. Sweet, sweet, sweet. But yo, let me know how you guys are feeling tonight. I've been making a few moves in the market. I got some jemmies. I have some things listed. And actually I've been doing a little bit of sniping. Earlier, I got a little bit lucky. I had a little bit of luck on my side. You know what? I had some good luck. I had some good luck earlier today, and I had some bad luck. So a little bit of both. So what I mean by that is I was just, sometimes the best snipes are just when you're randomly on the market midday. People are working and stuff. You never know what happens. So I got lucky, and at the top of my list before all the Street Fighter characters get burnt by the end of this month, beginning of July. M.Bison was pretty much numero uno on my list, and I wanted to get two for less than retail. I'd rather not pay 40 gems. So I'm in the market, doing my scrolling thing, and then I see Bison get listed. I'm like, what? Is that price for real? And the price was for real. So I picked up my Bison for $19.99. That is perfect. I didn't expect to see any of these characters get listed for that price, or even close to it, maybe 30, 25 at the minimum. But yeah, $19.99 for M.Bison. Oh yeah, that's a good one. That's a good pickup in my opinion. And now I gotta get another one. I saw another one listed for 30. I'm like, I can hold off on that though. And we have our first comment. Oh my god. What's up, hippie? How you feeling, man? Good to see you as well. Virtually. Thanks for being here for the market watch as well. Yeah, let me know who else is in the chat. Don't be shy. Leave your print. I'll be here for a little bit. You know what? I didn't have this up last time. Let me throw my QR code up just in case any people just join. Let's go. Let's throw my QR code up in the corner. There we go. Who else is in the house? We got J Brown Lee. Oh, I haven't seen this character in a bit. What's up, dude? How goes it? Gonna be a bunch of Bison for cheap because Comics and Crypto put out a 4,000 bounty on it today. I did see that bounty. It's fun you mention it. That's one of my things in the agenda. So let me actually get to that really quick. So speaking of bounty, mentioned by Brown Lee, Comics and Crypto put out a 4K bounty on mint number 1987. So I hate whales. Have at it. Have at it, whales. And the only reason why I'm saying whales is because only so much Bison sold. Let's see how many Bison sold. Oh, let me say what's up to my guy Juice. What's going on, Juice? What's up, bro? Quick, I'm hyped for that match drop. Yeah, man. I'm gonna get to that drop in a second too because VeVe, I like this. Don't make us wait too long to finish out these sets. Start giving us 2 characters in a week. 2 or 3 cats. Let's finish these series out. We got a lot of stuff to put out, VeVe. So don't take too long for us to finish out these dioramas. But speaking of this bounty, 4K, $4,000. Any of you guys going for this bounty? Feeling lucky? Feeling a little lucky in the market with your 40 gems? Too expensive for my taste, but if the whales want to play the whale game, I don't knock you for it. It's just there. We saw a whale play a Street Fighter game the other day. If you didn't know already, let's go over to Stacker really quick, and let's check out Chun-Li. So in circulation, we have 667 editions, and 54% of that belong to this individual, Sanama. Oh wait, okay, let's try this. Sadama Hamid. Okay, that name has 364 Chun-Li's. Goddamn. Granted, I was around when I saw the I saw him purchase a few of these. I was like, okay, how many Chung Lees is this guy buying? And then the list just kept going and going. I'm like, oh, this guy spent like 13 grand on Chun Lee's. I'm pretty sure he got the mints he wanted because he ended up stopping eventually. But I wonder if he was trying to break even. Was there a bounty for Chun Li? I don't remember. Well, let me know if you guys know if there was a bounty for Chun Li. But yeah, almost 400 pulls of the lever. It's crazy. He honestly, he still may do well in the long term. These are all going to be burnt. And there's only 600 Chun Lees in the market right now. So let's get back over to Bison. My guy M.Bison. There's only 82 sold editions of this guy. 82 sold editions, which is super scarce. So how much? I mean, yeah, there's a bounty for a Brownlee, but how many times is the whale gonna pull the trigger? We've seen somebody buy 400 Chung Lees. Will he do the same for M.Bison? Who knows? Who knows? That's my thought. I'm like, maybe that bounty enticed the same guy to be like, you know what? I could spend another 3 grand to try to get this mint number. But your odds are slimmer because look, I mean, only 82 sold. So fingers crossed, guys. You know, stop buying Bison. I'm looking forward to him having like less than 200 editions by the time of the burn because, yeah, I think he's gonna be worth a pretty penny. I'm thinking at least 100 gems when the burn comes, depending on how many editions are left or how many crazy people out there are gonna go for this 4K bounty. But yeah, I got mine for $20, 20 gems today. The same individual listed another Bison for 20 gems, but I didn't get to it in time, unfortunately. I had some errors, you know, bots, or whatever the case may be. But yeah, I got one Bison, so I'm happy. $19.99. I gotta try and get another Bison for, you know, pretty cheap. But yeah, let me know what you guys are watching from. It's Sunday, so you know I'm expected to have a huge crowd. It's Sunday, people gotta get their rest before they start their work day tomorrow. I got work tomorrow morning, so hey, I know how it is. But I'm here for y'all. I'm here for people. Do my stream thing. Like I said, I try to do this every other night or before huge drops. But speaking of drops, let me get to what Juice was mentioning. He said he's hyped for that magic drop. Yeah, these are looking good. These are looking good. Let's go over to magic. Let's see this drop. Oh, solo leveling. I can't wait for this one. Yeah, look at this. So VeVe dropping one after the next. What's the one within a week? We have another member of the Phoenix 5, and then now we have magic. Of course, the images don't really do justice, so I'm gonna go to this video. Let me see if I can turn down the volume. I don't want everybody's ears being blasted out by this. Please hold. Oh, video not working? Is that me? Is that on my end? Possibly. Let's try this. And maybe because I have too much going on. I mean, I do have. Oh, there you go. Yeah, I do have the video in the background. Let's take a look. I like how the fire is going throughout the. Oh, that's dope. I like how they emphasize that the marble on the bottom of the foot. That's like that. I like how they did that. It's like classic toys. You know, the toys have the brand on the bottom of the foot or the hand of an actual figure. This is dope, VeVe. Keep doing more stuff like this. This is small detail, but I really like how they did this. The Marvel logo on the foot. Oh yeah, and that sword too is pretty interactive as well. I mean, it's already on fire, but yeah, I guess you press it and then you see a little bit more of an effect on the ground. But these are looking better and better. I'm loving the quality that VeVe's putting out. Yeah, this is gonna look fire. I mean, quite literally fire once they all put together. And there you go, VeVe. See, I like that. It was in the video. They started forming the diorama already. Kind of want to go back to that. That was pretty dope. Look at them. We're now only missing 2, I believe. We're just missing Colossus and Namor. I would like to see what outfit they give us for Colossus. I want to see his OG outfit, or you know, from which version of the X-Men that we get. That looks dope. I mean, me personally, I haven't went for any of these drops in terms of the Phoenix 5. Like, I'm just going to hit the secondary. That's just me personally, my personal preference. But yeah, if you're going for those drops, they look cool. Magic looks cool. I'm just waiting for a certain green turtle, a very specific green turtle. I'm waiting for right now. Oh, what's up, D? The one and only. Shout outs to you. Yo, shout outs to D. She puts in that work, definitely for the True Crew. I feel like she has like 10 jobs over there, but she only gives herself credit for one or two. Shout outs to you, D. I know you're working hard in the background, putting in work, notifications, and you're running that True Crew and behind the scenes. Shout outs to everybody over there at True Crew, True Media. They're the homies. What's up, Juice? All three Magic are dope, especially the SE. Yeah, man. I do like how they look. Like I said, it's more so a secondary vert, but yeah, with the two swords. Let me go to the SE version. The SE is the interesting. Were they always ultra rare? Interesting. Common, ultra rare. Interesting. Hold on. Was it the same thing? Is it always common, ultra rare? See, so it's a difference. I wonder why they made them both ultra rares. All right, well, more points for us. Oh, thanks, D. Shout out to D giving me the peanut butter jelly colors over here. The fist and the hearts. Shout outs to purple. Purple is one of my favorite colors. Shout outs to my mom. That's her favorite color as well. Love for the D. Shout outs. I mean, you can interpret that two ways, but we're talking about D, the one and only, right? D, the one and only. But shout outs to Hippie as well. Love for the D. Juice, that Emma Frost might really, really kill the excitement for statues, but they're super nice though. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of like with everything else with VeVe. The new shiny toys are out there, so it's like, Emma Frost has it's been a huge contradiction for me. I was like, when is she ever on fire? Maybe I'm just not really, well versed in the lore of the Phoenix 5. But she looks good though. She looks dope. VeVe's getting better with the descriptions and the pictures, like making it easier for folks to understand what to do with the collectibles. I like it. I think I still have her videos up. Let me see. Do I still have her videos in my assets? Let's check. Background. Actually, let me switch this track up. I wanted to play something else. Let's go with this one. There we go. Mellow Acid Drift. All right, cool. But yeah, man, are you gonna go for the drop, Juice? Have you been going for these Phoenix 5 drops? I'll knock you if you are. But I'm just waiting for my turtle. And speaking of snipes, again, there's an individual listing Raphael's for 5 gems. I couldn't help myself. I had to pick up a few more. I think I'm at my threshold though. I think I'm set. I think 20 Raphaels. I'm at my cap. I am at my cap. Oh, D, giving the love to the hippie. What's up? Appreciate you all for being here. I mean, it's Sunday. You could be getting rest. You could be, doing something else that you love and whatnot. But you're popping into my stream. Even if you're here for 5 seconds and you leave, you came to begin with. So I appreciate you all. But yeah, I need me some more turtle. I mean, the only way I'm gonna pick up any more Raphael's at this point, I see like 4 gems, 4 food. So yeah, if you wanna sell your Raphael tonight while I'm on stream, go ahead, fill them up. I'll pick them up for 4 or 450. But I gotta conserve some gems. I have some things in the works. But yeah, are you guys picking up anything in the market right now? Are you looking for deals? Are you trying to save? What you guys got going on? Sometimes the best move to make is no move. Just give VeVe a rest. Give it a few days. Live your life. Take some time away. Granted, you may miss some opportunities, but sometimes you gotta force a move. What's up, Juice? Let's see. I'm hoping for a nice mint to pop up on the Emmas, but I might mint some magic to take a wild swing at the SE. Man, you just never know. That's the thing. You just never know. I took a swing last night. Now, granted, it was a calculated swing. By calculated swing, I mean, let's take a look. It was burnt last night. The last comic that we had that was burnt, I think it was drops. Let's go. Yeah, so that Dazzler, it was a Thor comic. Did I skip it already? No, I didn't. I didn't. There we go. Journey into Mystery 102 was burnt last night. So I was watching some people go for, some last minute purchases, which I do the same when it comes to some burns. And I watch the market. I go over to Stacker. I go over to market activity. I look for the comic. I see how many is being bought. 5 minutes ago, I guess somebody listed some more 5 gems, or they just bought it for 6 for Raphael. But yeah, anyway, I saw maybe 7 or 8 people purchased the Journey into Mystery comic. I was like, you know what? That's good odds, I guess, in my state, or whatever the case may be. So I went for 3 last night. I landed the SR and a common and uncommon. I already flipped the SR for some extra gemmies, so they helped me with my purchases. And yeah, I got a few gems. I'm not balling out of control, but I got some gems. Little 40 piece for now. I grabbed the Raphael for $4.99. See, there you go. That's a good buy in my opinion, James. In my opinion, I think one, he's the cheapest turtle right now. I think Leo is at like 10 gems or something like that. Okay, that's the incognito one. I think Leo is at Leonardo. Yeah, 11 gems for Leonardo. And Michelangelo's been floating between 16. I saw him go up to 18, but not below 50. Let's take a look at Michelangelo. Yeah, 14 gems. Yeah, so I think they're gonna stick around these prices for the most part. But yeah, Raphael's the cheapest right now, and people want all 4 turtles. I'm just waiting for that announcement. Whether it be soon, I think it's going to be soon, because let's take a look at KC BMW's calendar. Look at this. Look at all this space. Shout out to KC BMW. If you're not following him or her, is it him or her? Somebody tell me. I don't want to misrepresent this person. But yeah, KC BMW's calendar updates like ASAP as soon as their announcements. But yeah, look at all this space. We just got the announcement of Magic, which would be on the 13th. Yeah. So we got all this space. Come on, VeVe. Come on, VeVe. I'm thinking tomorrow we'll get some more announcements on the carousel, or the next one, at least. So leveling, we still have some time before that. I'm gonna do a stream before this drop, most definitely. But yeah, people are picking up a few of them Raphael. They buy a few more at 6. We go back into the market. Oh my gosh, down to 1888. I figured somebody would scoop Donald for 20. Very scarce Disney character. Okay, let's take a look. See here. Yeah, I feel like that May hype is kind of dying down some. I think people are coming back to reality, realizing, you know what, I kind of need some gems. I might want to make some moves to get some gems back into my account, because that's what I'm doing. The best strategy for me now is get as many gems as I can and make very specific purchases. The ones that I want to hold, and just, not a day-by-day type of thing, but always have gems in your wallet. That's the thing, because you would hate to see a snipe that you can't take advantage of. So not financial advice, but hold on to like a little handful. 16 for Daisy. Wow, that's a steal in my opinion. That is a steal in my opinion. 16 gems and only 578 for Daisy. Of course, people prefer Donald over Daisy. But I think at that price for a long-term hold, that's not bad. It's not bad at all. Not for me though. Not for me. But you know how it goes. You get a random refresh, you see what's up. Back in. You see what's going on. Phoenix 7 gems. Oh, actually not bad. How much is Cyclops? He's probably still around 5-6 gems too. Grogu 260. What? Someone 500. I mean, this morning I saw the Force 5 box at like, I think it was 112. Hey man, people get these off for crazy prices. I don't knock them. More power to you. Get your jimmies. Comics, I've been very specific with. Usually FAs between 1 and 3 gems. That's why I feel comfortable. I'm not breaking the bank for comics just yet. But it's so easy to stack them, bro. I mean, all these $1, all these 1 gem. I want to be kicking myself 6 months to a year from now saying, yo, look at all these comics that were 1 gem that were just sitting on the market for days. So I'm gonna clean up soon. I gotta wait until I get my checking number. I'm gonna start, stacking these slowly but surely. What do you guys focus on right now? You guys focus on stacking comics, collectibles? What do you have going on? Let me know. But let's see what else I have bookmarked here from earlier. So we have, Omi is doing his thing. If you haven't checked, I mean, unless you live under a rock in terms of VeVe, Omi is flying. It's doing some flying. Look at that candle. I mean, granted, it is going down just a tad, but that's natural, especially with this type of comp. Like, wow. So, Lisbon happened with all those announcements. So I'm guessing, people are really tapped in now. Roblox is a big deal. The collab with Doodles and M.Bison, that's a big deal. And I think the people who believe, they know what's up. So granted, of course, this is going to come down a little bit. Naturally, with everything that goes up, it must come down. But yeah, I want to be surprised if it goes like to the mid-range and just keeps doing its thing. Even if it drops all the way down here, look at the momentum. I mean, granted, this is on like a 4-hour, but look at the momentum we have. Yeah, needs more Omi. I needs more Omi, y'all. That is my plan. Well, let's see. What's up, Juice? Haven't been able to get anything off my wish list. Too many hot drops been coming. Yeah, that's a thing, man. I've gotten a few things off my wish list, but it's still a wish list for a reason. Because you wish you could pick it up, but you need to get it at the right price. Just a little look at this is my wish list. Yeah, this is my wish list. Let's take a look. See, nothing crazy. I need to update it actually, because I could have swore I had more. See, Donald's on my wish list. Oh, look at this. We got an OG, triple OG, the one and only, aka formerly known as VeVe Vibes, now known as Digital Vibes. What's up, dude? Thank you for popping in. Welcome into my stream, man. You made it to VeVe Market Watch number 14. My guy, Digital Vibes. But yeah, speaking of devil, every time I usually do my streams, I drop a link for anybody who wants to come up, chill, talk about your life, whatever it may be. Here's the link for y'all. Yeah, OGs know. Let me see. What did you say? Oh, and now got Magic and solo leveling and decided on Street Fighter strategy. Oh yeah, I got my strategy for Street Fighter already. Man, picking up that M.Bison for 20 gems, that's an absolute steal. I wish I got the second one, but I think I bought that too. But let's see. Oh yeah, Digital Vibe, until VeVe took my name. Yeah, man, I remember the days. I truly remember, bro. Remember, VeVe was like, they didn't even ask. They just made an announcement like, yo, we got VeVe Vibe. Like, dang, they couldn't cease and desist. You couldn't like send them a letter or anything after that, no? Those were the days. OG days. And yeah, that's the StreamYard link. If anybody wants to come up and say anything, that's it for you. Yo, Hanano, what's good, Rob? Happy Sunday indeed. End of the week, about to begin the week for most folks. Just taking it easy. I got work in the morning myself, but I always try to squeeze in market watch, even if it's for like an hour. It doesn't have to be 2 or 3 hours a whole long stream. I just want to make sure I'm consistent with this thing, But how you feeling, Hanano? How you doing, man? Glad to see you. Shout out to everybody watching, whether it be from X or YouTube, wherever you're at in the world. Let me know what's going on. If you're buying, if you're selling, if you're sniping. I'm doing all of the above for the most part. I actually really do like this collectible. 20, I would say it's a steal now, but in the good old days, you could have picked this up for like 9 gems, 10, 11. So I'll be patient, but I do love the artwork though. If they put out more pieces like this, I'm gonna have to spin the block on this guy. Same thing for the like the Homa version. Oh boy, Bart. There we go. The Bart variation of this. So yeah, let me throw you on the wish list. Let's do that. Let's do that. Okay, let me know what you guys are getting into tonight on this calm Sunday night. Hopefully it's calm for you. I am looking for some steals with an H. I have a listing with doodles. Now, granted, I did pick up my doodle pencil for a pretty low price. I do have it listed now on the floor. If it doesn't sell tonight, I may just take it down, hold it for a bit. I don't need the gems now, but I would like it to make some moves. But yeah, I picked it up at a pretty, let's say a pretty decent price. For me to list it for $134, I got it pretty cheap. Let's just say that much. Hey, Panano, good to see you streaming. I'm clocking out of YouTube for the day. Gonna chill and watch some Netflix. And watch some Netflix and chill. My God, as you should do. I don't know if you're still here, but let me know what you're gonna be watching. If not, let me know next time. I've been having a struggle of like, I have Netflix, I have a subscription. That means I need to utilize it. I gotta watch some stuff. Give me something good to watch, people. I love documentaries, so that's my main thing. But yeah, man, shout out to you, and I know. Go enjoy your Netflix, bro. Miss Minutes, yeah. Like the collectible, but I don't need it right now. Oh, it started? Oh, the burrows. I actually do know about that. Man, didn't that start already? Oh. Please hold on, got me Googling on the side. The burrows. Oh, it did start. Oh. Alright, well, I'm gonna have to make it a short stream. I gotta check out the burrows. Give you a few minutes. Yo, my God. It's from the creators of Stranger Things. It's great. Yes, I remember seeing the trailer for this. I'm like, yo, I have to see this. Thanks for mentioning Netflix. And now I have something to watch and something to look forward to. Yo, mission complete. Shout out to you, Hanano. That's going to be my number one thing to watch on Netflix. I'll probably watch episode. I wonder how many episodes it is. Let me check it out. Okay, let's see. Digital Vibes. I'm down to join. Just give me a few minutes. Yo, no doubt, bro. I'll be here. I'm chilling like a real. Just, trying to take advantage of what I can in the market. $2.50. We have Dollar Trees. How funny. Dollar Tree. Get it? Dollar Tree. I don't know if you're not in an urban city, you probably don't know what a Dollar Tree is. It's cool. But yeah, 99 cents store. Let's say that. I think it's 8. It's so good on episode 4. Great. I mean, I just saw reviews on Rotten Tomatoes and whatnot, but you said it was made by, I guess it would be the Duffer Brothers, if I'm not mistaken, who made the Stranger Things series. And that's enough for me. I'm definitely going to check it out, yo. Yo, Vibes, you got the OG in the house. Yeah, man, OG, triple OG. Listen, I'm not going to toot my own horn, but I think I brought the OG out of retirement, right? So I shot him a message. I was like, yo, bro, not really where you been. I was like, you know what? It would be dope if I brought, Vibes on for a stream, because he did the same streamer style streaming, back in the days. But yeah, he's popping out the woodwork. He's taking some time off for his job at the CIA, so come back on the stream. But yeah, man, he's gonna be popping up here for a bit. But yeah, man, you do your thing. Don't want to hold you up, bro. But we'll be here streaming for a little bit. Let's go. I gotta check the backstage. That's what I need to do. So I'll get somebody else listed one. I still have mine on the floor. Yep, $134. I think it's a pretty good price, especially for this piece of art, this piece of history. Vibes is definitely a spy. See, I know I'm not crazy. Exactly. I know it. I'm just trying to figure out which organization he works for. That's it. I'm thinking CIA, or maybe along the lines of Area 51, or a mix of the two. Men in Black. Juice. So much excitement going around. I can't believe it. Little old VeVe getting a limited exclusive Roblox in-game accessory. That's absolutely incredible. Dude, it's really shit. It's so huge. And I don't think people are really gonna realize how huge it is until the drop happens. I'm like, first of all, YouTube content or any content for Roblox gets hundreds of thousands, millions of views. Just imagine the amount of people. Do I have my Roblox facts up here? I should have. Oh, I don't have it here. But yeah, we have Roblox. We're capturing majority of the youth these days. A kid goes and plays Roblox. They see a rabbit with a certain accessory or a certain outfit, whatever, and the only way you can get it is through VeVe, bro. These 100 users that we're getting per day are about to definitely explode. So, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? I'm trying to get ready for that. It's gonna go crazy on these VeVe streets. It's gonna get crazy. Waiting on D, so I'm chilling watching you guys. All right, dope. We just got off of streaming for 3 hours. Woo! Oh boy. Think about streaming. When you're enjoying yourself, or you're having a good stream, time does fly by, and you're like, oh wow, I was streaming for 2-3 hours. Accomplishment though. Accomplishment. Shout out to you guys. Streaming for 3 hours is kind of like my threshold. After that 3 hour point, I'm like, yeah, kind of wrap this up. I like y'all, but 3 hours is a lot. Appreciate you for being here, though. Appreciate you for being here, bro. And vibes is gonna pop up in a little bit, so it'll be dope. I wish I had. I'm still working on some intros for a few folks, but I got a little something for the vibes once it's ready. I think I have the stream. Yeah, I have the stream link in the chat. All right, bet. But that's for anybody who wants to come up and say hi, chill, complain about the ex-girlfriend, or whatever the case may be. It's open mic when you come on the stream for the Market Watch. So let's see. Spideys. I still need to get my Spideys, but patience. IG11 still hanging out like around 8 gems. I think that still goes to show that we still need a lot more numbers in the air. We still have collectibles that look amazing, and they're still pretty low numbers. I mean, granted, we do have a lot of collectibles on this app and comics, so it depends on what people want. To each his own. Honestly, I really did want the dog version of this, but I knew I wasn't going to have enough gems for it. I was saying I need at least 250, 300 gems. I think it touched 220, 250, but then after that, it was gone. It was gone. All right, let's go on down past all of this here. These old listings. I would like to get some cards for cheap, but I don't know if you guys saw my other stream, but shouts to California Comics. He wanted to gift me a purple Diablo for 1 gem, and he listed it, and it got swept up. It was stolen from me. We did a quick investigation of who did it, who committed the crime. It was hella sweet. A notorious flipper in the app, apparently. So shouts to you, hella sweet. I'm on your ass. I told you back in that last stream, I'm still feeling it. My $1 Diablo. It was for me. It's alright though. It's alright. You practice good karma. Cyclops, 4 gems? I might have to get these for cheap. Maybe 5 or under 5 for all these members of the Phoenix 5 for the diorama. But we all know, who the head honcho of that is, and that's Jean Grey. It's the V, it has like 500 Jean Greys or something like that, if I'm not mistaken. Let's see. Jean Grey, common. Let's see. Yeah, if I'm mistaken, not 500, 505. 25% of the current market. My God. Hey, these people got whale money. And honestly, like, if I had that much bread to go around, I'll probably be pulling the trigger a few times. I would be degenerating some. Just, trying my luck. But that's crazy. We pop into comics really quick. I already picked this up. I haven't really been stacking comics. Maybe just grabbing one of like certain collectibles, certain ones, maybe 5,000 or less editions or 2K or less editions. I'll pick up a comic just to, put it away. But yeah, Are you guys grabbing any comics right now, or is collectibles your focus right now? I've definitely been like taking a look at the collectibles more so, especially with all the solo leveling coming out. Yo, I gotta lock in my Sung Jin Woo. That's what I need to do. Gotta lock in my Sung Jin Woo for this whole crafting. Yeah, this is dope. This is dope. And I think I'm pretty sure I do have the video for this. Let me see. Background, overlay. Please hold. I'm doing some behind the scenes stuff here. Overlay. And oh no, this is my old overlay. We got my VeVe pictures and stuff in it. Okay. That still works out. Give me a second. Let me see if I can upload this. Oh, streamer woes. But yeah, this is fire. I'm looking forward to seeing what else they do. Like for the ultra rare. How much is the ultra rare? I need a contact under the sun. AKA, I think Josh. He said he's gonna do a deal with me for this ultra rare. 150, 149, 148. Yeah, I'm gonna see if I could hopefully get this for like 120, 125 and continue the whole story because yo, solo leveling is fire. Oh, hold on. We have somebody in the background. Please hold. We have a special guest in the building. We have somebody coming to the stage. So let me play this really quick because I've been working on a few intros. I don't have one for him yet, but let's welcome him to the stage.
Yo, what's up, Rob?
What's going on, Digital Vibes? I almost called you VeVe Vibes off rip because that's your OG name, dude. That's the OG name.
Yeah, until VeVe took it and they announced the whole music category, right? And that's like VeVe Vibes and stuff. So,
yeah, they took the whole thing, man. They took the name and they just made a whole brand around it. Took it and rolled with it.
I didn't want to play hardball and do like royalties and all that stuff. So I was like, you guys can have it. Well, it's funny because for a long time I was like, I was doing stuff on like Candy and like other platforms and stuff too at the time. Like even like the McFarlane, this is like years ago. But I was like, man, do I just want to have the VeVe name, right? Like I kind of want to branch out and do like just kind of just digital collecting stuff in general, but still have them mostly focus on VeVe. And then like right when I announced I changed my name on like X, I was like, yeah, I'm just like rebranding to Digital Vibes. I just want to do more digital stuff. People thought it was, people were cool with it. Then like 2 months later, like VeVe announced like the VeVe Vibes like music platform and stuff. So I thought that was just I think it's just a coincidence. It has nothing to do with like me changing my name, but
oh yeah, of course. It was just funny timing that it did happen, but they did it early enough for you not to, hit them with the papers. It was early enough in the game.
Yeah, exactly. So, but I see some people hanging out in chat. Juice, Hippie. Some of these names I'm not too familiar with, or it's been like a very long time since I've seen them. But
yeah, man, a few names, some OGs, some new folks. Some people changed their name because it's been some time. But yo, we vibing now, as D says. Shouts to you, D. We got some people in here. Oh, hey, look! I bring vibes. Look what you're doing, man. You bring the people with you. They want your presence. They want your presence. What up, Vibes from Juice? We got Hippie here. Vibes is happening. And the biggest bro is in the building as well. Shouts to you, biggest bro. Part of the True Crew. Robin Vibes. Marker Watch Super. Glad to see you both guys. I'm glad to see us both too. All right. This was a thought, and now it's a thing.
Yeah. No, I like your little game setup, your transition thing to like bring a guest on. I haven't done any of that stuff. I use Streamlabs like OBS, so it's very good if you're just streaming by yourself and you want to do a bunch of stuff. But if you're gonna have guests on, definitely StreamYard is much better. So I might even switch to StreamYard myself. It's just there's just a lot of cool stuff I want to do with the stream. But no, I like the Market Watch stuff going on. I just tuned in, so I don't know what you've been looking at or.
Oh, dude. I'm usually on for like at least an hour or two, whatever the case may be. But I just go through, it's not just the market, it's just something going on with VeVe. I mentioned it, like the bounties. There's a bounty for M.Bison, $4,000 from Comics and Crypto right now. So I'll bring up, some topics just to keep the vibes going for the most part. But yeah, dude, appreciate it, man. Appreciate you being here. Appreciate the setup and whatnot. And yeah, man, we're just chilling, looking at the market. Have you been getting anything?
Not so much recently. I did that Hulk comic, the one with the kind of pretty popular one with McFarlane, right, with the claws and the show like Hulk reflection. Right. I bought 18 of those in the store, and I got no SRs, and I was so upset.
Hey man, happens to the best of us.
Yeah, but I did get 2 URs. I sold one because it was kind of a lowish mint, so I sold one of those just to get some gems back, and I did have another like low mint uncommon, and just sold that for gems pretty quickly while people were still looking it up. But I'm glad because I knew that comic was going to do well just because it's super scarce, right? I think 1,000 mints, and it's also just a very popular cover. Like I know a lot of comic book collectors that that's just their favorite cover, just art wise, and the reflection. It's very it's a classic look.
Yeah, I need to pick one up for long term. I went for 3 myself, but I got wrecked. I got 2 uncommons, and I think the ultra rare, which was a weird drop. The editions, the covers on it was weird.
I agree. They've been doing that recently, where they actually switch the colors. Like the rare will be the more colorful one, and then the ultra rare will be this it'll be the muted version of that same thing. But that one also had a weird SR because it's just like very gray. Like technically,
look at it. It's an uncommon SR.
Yeah, it's funny because like in the SR, Wolverine's grayed out, but the normal Hulk, he's still colored in, but he's also gray. So it just looks like very bland.
It's just weird. I mean, even the rare, which sometimes they make it look like an SR these days. Mm-hmm. So I don't know if we're ever going to go back to a routine, like expecting all the variants to look how they should. But they're freeballing it right now with these covers.
Yeah, a part of me, like if I ever had the chance to talk to like Corey or anyone that kind of like talks to or at least like either works on the covers or at least talks to Marvel about it, like it's like, hey, you guys are switching up the covers, like are you guys just experimenting with like new things, or is it just kind of like a comic per comic basis, but it just so happens like most of the comics just kind of pick the same format, or is it like an artist thing, because like technically these are all panel pulls, there's no custom art, right? So maybe they just either couldn't find an artist for it or timeline, like I don't know, but I'm just kind of curious about it.
Yeah, I mean, it could be that. It could roll a dice. It could come down to a small team of people. Like who knows? For the most part.
Yeah, dude. And Anna's like the Hulk looks like a booger, like on that one cover.
Oh yeah, it looks like a booger. I'm curious.
Yeah, straight up.
And he completed the 7th Emma Frost. You must have landed that SE, like on a drop or something. Because I mean, for me, 30 gems, even 30 gems, seems like a lot to spend for drops. Just for me personally.
Yeah, that's the main reason why I skipped that. What was the drop that happened recently? That was 40 gems, but it's like a Web3 project one. It's all the ghosts with the hoods.
Right, the VeVe collectible. I call them VeVe collectible because they look like VeVe from
it's the MYO.
Yeah, the Mios.
Yeah. I completely overlooked that drop. I didn't know it had like utility and like Web3. Like I knew it was a Web3, but I kind of thought it was another, either indie project or a small like Web3 partnership. I'm like, like whatever. But apparently, it's way bigger than I thought, and I didn't know that Mio was that big.
Some drops passed me by just because I'm not just either into the lore of it or just don't think too much of it. And I think that's gonna be happen naturally. You're not part of every fandom and whatnot, but then you see the market and it's doing numbers. You're like, whoa, what did I miss out on? What's up?
Yeah, exactly. And especially like that drop would have been hard because like I could have like hung out in spaces and and like listened to the community people, but everyone's trying to hype up their own project, right?
Right.
So like. People are like, oh, like this is a great project. They have a great community. It's like, you kind of hear that all over. And then 9 months later, the project goes under. But
right.
It sounds like they've been around for a while. I know they're on OpenSea, they're on like OpenSea. But like what the Doodle one too, I had no idea about the whole Doodle drop. That's like a triple partnership, right? With like Doodle and then OpenSea and then VeVe, like Elmon X. Yeah, so like I had I just haven't really been tapped into that side of like Web3 or stuff. Like I'm not really on OpenSea or Elmon X at all.
Yeah, I mean, really, for me, it kind of reminds me. I gotta like. I mean, I tap into other markets sometimes. My VeVe is like my bread and butter in terms of like content. And I kind of live. This is my home. VeVe's my home. And I've had McFarlane toys. I've dabbled in other markets. I had Hero cards and stuff like that. And we've seen those companies come and go, and VeVe standing tall for the most part over all of them at this point. But yeah, even it's getting real out here in the streets, man. When it comes to these collaborations with like this one, the Doodle Drop, I didn't even know that we were gonna get VeVe collectibles. I thought it was like purely ETH, like one of those type of drops. But but the fact that Doodle, which is a huge, crypto like Web3 brand, I guess, and like one of the biggest ones there, like with Pudgy Penguins, and it's up there with those guys. And yeah, they did a collab with M.Bison, which is huge as well, and VeVe, all three. So it's good for the space in general, and it's doing well.
Yeah, it's interesting because it's and these are all platforms that like fundamentally buy sell trade collectibles, digital collectibles differently, right? So if like ours is like a walled garden, theirs is much more open, but I do think kind of getting that cross exposure to people and stuff is always good, right?
Right. I actually really like this piece, to be honest. I would have personally preferred
I like it too.
But for 450, I was like, I had 150 when these started hitting the market. I was like, there's no way. People who love art, there's no way this is going down to 150. I think it touched like 240, and then it went right back up to like 5. I'm like, God, it's out of here. It's out of here. But I really do like it. I really do like how this looks. This artwork here.
Knowing what I know now, if it goes down to like 150, and I would have to sell a few other collectibles to even get back to that amount. Like I really don't have a lot in my wallet right now.
I
would maybe buy it if it got down to like 150 or something like that. But it's just, I'm kind of at the point now where I'm kind of done chasing, super expensive or even sometimes like one-off drops. Like, I need to have that in my collection. Like, I'm already kind of planning on figuring out like, all right, like what collectibles too are also going to be like the easiest ones to sell, like eventually, because we're all here to collect, but eventually you're gonna have to sell the collectible at some point. And how easy? I do think the doodles and stuff will do well.
Well, that's music to my ears because I'm on the same type of time, dude. Like I've been very specific with unless I see something for like that won't break the bank for like one gem, 150, then that's fine. I can scoop that for the long term. But I've been really thinking about just keeping my gem pool up, not putting any physical money in to the app, and just using what I can. And it's been working out. I just got to be a lot more disciplined, So that's why I have 20 Raphaels.
Yeah. Oh wow. Yeah, that's a lot. Do you have any good mints on that?
I don't know, man. As soon as I see a certain price hit the market, I just click buy. It's like I have a certain number, and like I've been 5 gems. I think it's just way too cheap, especially for a Ninja Turtle. And we only have one more turtle coming out, so I'm thinking as soon as he gets announced, people want all 4, and they're not going to want 3 out of the 4. So if I can lock these up for 5 gems a piece, which I have been, man, that's good. That should help me out a little bit gem-wise once the time comes, which I feel like it's coming soon.
I also see, like an April O'Neil drop happening at some point.
Right.
Shredder would be cool. Splinter, like all those guys.
Hell yeah. And you haven't been around, so you don't really know about the speculation about Shredder and them, do you?
No, I haven't heard.
Oh, bro. I mean, do you know about this drop that we got with the props recently? Well, maybe like a few weeks ago. But we got these $5 props from Ninja Turtles. Were you around for this drop?
I remember it dropping. I'm looking it up now on VeVe. Yeah, it's like the sewer thing.
Yep,
and the turtles. But yeah, that's how like the lore-wise, that's how like they became who they are. They kind of got mutated.
Right. So if you go to the ret out of that drop and you go to the description, it says in the shadows of the sewers, even the smallest details can hint at something bigger. Rat is a nod to the origins of Master Splinter, a small detail with big connotations. So let's speculation, just speculation, purely speculation.
Yeah.
So that's something that we do here. So I'm like, you know what? We just grab 3 rats for cheap, 1 gem, just throw them in my collection, just hold on to them, just to see what happens in the future. Could be a craft, who knows?
Yeah, it's only a gem and a half, and It is. I mean, it's fun to speculate. It's kind of hard to tell in the description. Like, all right, is this a kind of Easter egg for something to come, or is it just a description, right? Almost like a
Yeah, but just a very very cool description for a rat. Yeah.
Yeah, even the smallest details can hint into something big. That is a nod. Yeah, there could be some because it has like the the pizza and not the goo. Yeah, the mutagen.
Mutagen. So some people are speculating, whether it be for a Splinter or a Cowboy, like Cowboy Bebop, Bebop and Rocksteady.
Oh yeah, those guys too.
Yeah, I would like to have them on the app for sure. Oh, Juice mentioned the Mio Blue got bought up to 75 gems. Did it really? I saw them both floating around 50. The Mayo, I think it's pronounced Mio or Mayo. You know what I mean, people. Let's see, let's go a little blue one. 75 gems with 19 listed in the market. Let's see, pink is around 45. People would just like the color blue, I guess. So it seems there's no real difference between the two. It's just the color difference as of right now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there might there might be a reason for it. Maybe it's like the default outfit or something like that. Like, or I don't know. But yeah, it is kind of weird how like one is like almost double the price of the other one.
Yeah, I mean, I think it just comes down to like the preference, I guess.
Yeah,
no, maybe it could be the preference, but this guy, there's like maybe 20 editions of this guy. Mm-hmm. Yeah, 28 editions, and you had to be, I guess, was it gold and silver holder? Wait, you got to be to get this. Yeah, I think you had to be in person at Lisbon or whatnot to get a chance to getting this. I could be screwing up the airdrop, but yeah, some folks got this very limited Mio for only 28 editions. Someone has it listed for I think 5 million, 8 million. Oh, of course it's an Omi. And Omi's doing very well. If you haven't noticed.
Yeah, it's been going up a lot recently. I think obviously a big part of it was the all the partnerships we have going on, especially. What's the game that they just did?
Roblox.
Yeah, I'm like totally drawing.
Yeah, that's pretty huge, dude. I think people are underestimating how huge that is. Like when we get the actual drop, it's gonna do numbers, in my opinion. Just because Roblox is such a huge brand.
Yeah. Well, the thing I've always noticed with these partnerships are, I hope at least Roblox gives them a shout out, a tweet, a something, right? Because I feel like there's a lot of partnerships that we get, but very rarely does the IP or licensor put it on their socials or at least bring attention to it, to their fans.
On their main accounts, right?
Yeah, you just see it occasionally. You'll see it pop up in like Reddit or something like that, right? Like Blackpink or something like that, right? So there was some Reddit posts about the Blackpink, but I thought their officials did give us a tweet or a shout out.
Yeah, they did. They put a video out. I mean, that was way back when, but I think that was a partnership that they already inked in even years prior.
Yeah, a long time ago.
So yeah, that was Ice Age in terms of VeVe history type stuff. But even more so now. I mean, granted, we do have affiliates with hundreds of thousands and a few with I think 1 million or 2 followers on X in general. And we've been getting a steady influx of users, apparently roughly 90 to 100 in that range per day as of late. Someone's working. Oh, this is actually a phenomenal piece, but I'll probably never own it. Have you ever seen this one with the addiction?
Oh, yeah, that one. Yeah, that's a cool looking piece, I'll admit.
Yeah, this is when I guess when VeVeverse comes out with their version 2 or whatever, which I am looking forward to. Yeah, this is a phenomenal piece of artwork. And how many editions? 9. Jeez. Yeah, that's fire. Love me some art, dude. Love me some art. But yeah, I'll probably never own that. It's just way too expensive. But to each his own, man. You've been so you haven't really been buying much lately, right?
So I did go for a few drops during Star Wars. So the Millennium Falcon, Yoda, obviously the Hulk comic, and I think there was one other drop I played. Maybe it was the Electra one. I think all 4 of those happened. Honestly, I kind of just flipped out a lot of the collectibles, just because I knew in the short term they would eventually kind of go down. Like Millennium Falcon's actually still doing pretty well, but I bought my Yoda, I got a common, and I think I flipped it for like 60 gems, so just like a tiny profit.
Right, which is good because it's back down to 50, not to drop.
Yeah, now it's back to like retail. But I mean, there's a certain point too, like especially on the day of the drop, and I'm like, okay, like I do want to sell this. Like there's a certain point where I'm like, okay, like the drop happened 3 hours ago. I've been staring at the market, refreshing, trying to find like where the price is settling or like where a good time is to sell. Like I can't be staring at my phone for 2 hours, like just waiting to sell something. So sometimes I'm just like, all right, I'm gonna list it. Like I probably could get more for it, but
I'm just saying, sometimes I'm trying to get the gems. You rather get gems right away. Or
and sometimes it does get volatile, right? It'll go up to like 65 and then drop all the way down to like 53 within like a couple minutes, and it's like, okay, so it's just gonna hang there. And now, everyone's playing chicken on like whether they're gonna hold or sell or not. But I would, like for the most part. And then I went for 2 Millennium Falcons. I just kind of got generic mints. And I think I sold one for like 130, and then the other one for like 155 or something like that. I think somewhere around there. So I ended up making like a good profit on both of those. I do want to get Yoda and stuff eventually, but I feel like, I think we're still like a ways off from like the market at large, like turning around, or we're just getting like a ton of users and stuff. But right now I just need gems for the most part.
Yeah, same, dude. Same. I think. Granted, this may still be the calm before the storm. Like this may be a very different market, like 6 months to a year from now. It all depends. I mean, one drop alone could just like surge influx of users or whatever the case, especially if they know they can make money. You know how that goes. But right now it's like keep my head down and grind time. Trying to get a decent amount of homing right now. Seeing where it can be and where it's going, and just grabbing certain collectibles. What's the Juice say? Juice says 132 million global daily active users, and we get limited exclusive items. That's so bananas. This is like a dream scenario. Yeah, man. I honestly just can't wait. I'm pretty sure the drop will be sooner than later. I don't know how soon, but Roblox is big. Because I was thinking just the marketing alone, just being able to use that hashtag, those mentions, the shorts, and all that. I'm looking forward to doing some promotion for the Roblox drop. Most definitely. Personally, wonder how they're gonna do it though. It's gonna be a regular VeVe drop, just like gems, and then you just get the code like we did the Mio. Okay, I guess. Well, you have to hold the Mios until the beginning of July to actually get the 3D printable code. That's another thing too. You have to hold those Mios as well. But I like the utility, 3D printable. That's the first of its kind that we can get. You could just unlimited. You could use it just till whenever. What's up? Hey man, shout out to Digital Vibes. Squeezing in a quick post on X. Appreciate you, bro.
Yeah, I was about to say like that's I was been a little distracted the last couple of minutes. I was like, I'm kind of throwing together.
I tried to do
on X. Yeah,
appreciate you, bro. It's all good. Well, Juice, what's up, Juice? I'm looking forward to grabbing as many codes as I can, to be honest. So I heard it's probably gonna be like a black market. People trying to sell those 3D printer codes because it's an extra. It's the only one way to get it. And if you sell your collectible, you just can't get it. It's only store purchases as well too.
Yeah. Do you mind repeating? So is that for the Roblox drop? There's gonna be a bunch of codes and stuff, or like how's that gonna work?
Well, we don't know how it's gonna work, but we were just assuming that it may just be the same as the Mio drop, that you just get the collectible. I guess you hold it, and you get an email with the actual code that you could redeem in Roblox. But if that's the case, then I mean, hey, I don't know if there's a market, or like I said, it could be a black market just to hold those codes, because the only way you get it is through VeVe. So
I would if I could get multiples.
And Roblox, how many Roblox you get? How much that translate into US currency? Can we do that?
Yeah, and is it? I would assume it would be locked to your account or whatever. Like if you claim it, it's on your account and you can't trade it, right? Once it's on.
Probably, probably that type of deal.
Blocks. I don't know if you can like trade skins and stuff. I would assume it's all just, locked to your account. It's like account bound, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, it probably would be. I mean, like I said, I haven't seen more than like a minute worth of gameplay of Roblox. I mean, my nephew goes crazy for it and whatnot, but he would more so understand it from me, which is crazy. I feel like I'm getting up there in age because it's like I mean I've always been a gamer and I know like games inside and out. But you mentioned Roblox, it's like calculus to me. Like what? Just...
Yeah, same. Because like, what kind of I'm 35, so I grew up in the PS1. My very first console me and my brothers played was Sega. But I broke it because I lost in a fighting game or something like that, so I broke it. We got a PS1, PS2, we got an Xbox 360. We did get a GameCube for a little bit, mostly for like Super Smash and like one other game, but I think we ended up returning it after a few months because we're like, we'd rather just kind of use the money to buy a different console or whatever. But
yeah, I mean GameCube has some gold. I'm in the same I'm in the same range as you do. I'm 34, so I'm turning 35 in like 2 months. So I came up in the same, Sega Genesis, Super Nintendo, PS1 era, Dreamcast. I had that for a little bit as well too.
Yeah, Dreamcast had some interesting games. I never played the Dreamcast. I don't think I had any friends that had it. But looking back now, like I see occasionally people on like YouTube for like a random like retrospective of like an old game or like a console, right? About something. And yeah, the Dreamcast seemed like really, in some ways ahead of its time, and then other ways it was behind. But definitely a lot of cool games and stuff.
Yeah, I remember some cool games for it. And you're right, it wasn't really like a hot commodity. It wasn't like as popular as the PS1 and the GameCube. It was there. It was sprinkled throughout the communities. A few people had that. A few folk.
Have you ever seen Malibu's Most Wanted? That movie?
Oh hell yeah!
Yeah, I remember that part. He's like, I got a Gamecast. He's like, you either got a GameCube or a Gamecast.
GameCube? Like,
yeah, he's like, I don't know, man. I got a Gamecast. I always think of that. Whenever I heard Dreamcast, I think of that scene.
Oh man, that was a good. I remember there was a Spawn game I played religiously on that. It was a Spawn game. There was a few fun. It had some gems. But when I say Dreamcast, I don't know why I'm thinking Sonic. That was more so GameCube. I wanted the two. All nostalgia. Yeah. I wonder how much one of those goes for now. Probably a ridiculous amount of money.
Yeah, especially even like old school games, especially ones that are still packaged, are going for a decent amount. And obviously, the more popular, the better. Look at the old school like Pokemon games, right? Like blue, red, yellow, and then even like the silver and gold Pokemon. People like those a lot.
Oh yeah, for sure. Like, I still have some consoles in my garage that I'm gonna dust off and get them fixed to see if they can still work. Like, I have a PlayStation 3, but it has a God of War case. It's not the actual. It's a God of War 3 version of it. So it's Kratos' face on the actual PlayStation. So I think it may be worth something in the future, especially with I don't know if you saw the most recent God of War announcement.
Yeah.
It's God of War.
Laundry or whatever it's called.
Laundry, yeah. I think it's called God of War Laundry or something like that.
Yeah.
It's something to do with a woman. Yeah, man. Hey, to each his own. Kratos is my God of War. I don't know why. I mean,
yeah,
it's gonna be a good game, but you lost me with this.
Yeah, like there's been a lot of contention in like gaming, right, where they're kind of gender swapping or race swapping and stuff. A lot of characters. And stuff like that, but in this case, it's like, yeah, it's God of War, right? They're obviously using the moniker God of War to like promote Malfi or whatever. But like other than that, like honestly, it seems like the setting, the characters, like the bad guys, like the gods, it seems like a cool setting.
Oh hell yeah!
But just other than everything else, and then they have a cube named Frank. It's like a Jello or like a washing machine that people have like AI generated into it.
Yeah, my gosh. They made it into a washing machine. Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, people were like doing like AI images of that and stuff. But, and I'm sure overall, I'm sure it'll still be profitable and do whatever. But, I think it just kind of goes to show that it does seem like there's kind of like a bit of a revival of like kind of just older retro games, right? Like the PS3 era, Xbox 360, PS2, stuff that was pretty much in like the early to mid 2010s, right? Or even like earlier than that, like late 2000s. People want to play those types of games again. And you can see it with like all the indie games coming out that are a bit more simplistic. I think they said that there was like there was a lot of game reward shows recently, but I think there were some announcements that like there was like 13 games that did really well this year, and like 11 of them are indie developed games, which is good. So
yeah, and they're doing way better than the AAA games, and they're like, and the thing is, they're either just basing their game styled off of like retro games, or like you said, are making it either simplify the games, and people will just buy it up. I mean, it doesn't have to be crazy. It doesn't have to have the world's greatest graphics. If it's fun and people get hop back into it, whatever the case may be, but people are gonna buy it.
Yeah.
Oh, look at this. Yoda at retail. I was thinking earlier, like the May Madness seems to be dying down. Like all the Star Wars hype. For those drops, I mean, things are cooling off. We had the Yoda that was at 1,600 down to, still over 1,000. You know, still very profitable. Still money. I didn't go crazy for this drop. I know people who spent their bank on the May Star Wars drops. I didn't see Darth Maul, so I'm disappointed.
Yeah, that's what I was kind of. Yeah, I was waiting for something like Darth Maul. Like those are the characters. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, you know, Yoda's awesome, right? Like, he's, he's an awesome character, but he's, you know, the commons are under retail, or at least like hovering around retail, and also just some of the price points for some of these drops. As like a new user, they're still a bit steep, right? Mm-hmm. Like, at least for me, I do think that's one of the things that, you know, it's like we're doing a great job of getting people like on the platform, but, you know, asking someone to spend 30, 40, 50 gems on a drop, right? And you're like brand new, you know, and especially with the way gems are set up and all that, like it's, you have to use that cash, right? So it's like, you know, it's like, hey, drop. And unfortunately, this is just how it's been. 98% of the time on most drops on VeVe is just statistically, you're just going to have like a 10, 15, 10% chance at best to like make your gems back, or at least like profitable. And depending how it's set up, I think that's why VeVe's been doing a lot of this secret rare and special edition type drops. Like if you look at the IG-11, like Robo the droid drop, there's like the common. But then now there's kind of like two drops or two things you could get lucky on, right? The SR and the SC in order to like make a profit. So,
I think they're smart in that retrospect. At first, I mean, I think people felt mixed about the SE. It was like, why would we want something so scarce? So I'm like, now let's give people more of an incentive. Because one, if you do get the SE, you're pretty much making bank.
Oh, that's better than SR.
Right, and then you get an SR. I mean, even with the SR, you can still make a decent amount, of a profit.
Yeah, usually you're like doubling your gems at least with the S, depending on what, the mids and stuff. But now we're kind of getting to the point where it's like, all right, what does an SR really mean? And like, what is it, at this point, and then like, what do the rarities really mean for drops? Because you can swap covers for, comics, and now you can swap around like rarities or, all that stuff. Now there's the Yoda rare sold out.
I think Yoda would have went for more gems if there weren't 3 versions of it. If it was just like the common and the SR, then that Yoda would have been over.
Yeah, that was my thing too. It's 50 gems for Yoda.
Right.
And wow, actually the rares are kind of holding their own.
Well, that's the thing. It's just the extra editions. Like, if we didn't have 800 extra editions of Yoda, then people only have 2 choices: either glowing Yoda or just
It's a very feast or famine drop. It's like you either instantly lose 60-70% immediately, or you're getting 600% profit. Like, there's kind of no in between.
Which is more than enough for a whale to say, hey, I'm going to gamble. Let's throw some money at it. Why not? Because then, you have the mints as well, which you can make some money on top of it too. So, I see why some of these sell out. And even if something doesn't sell out, VeVe's not worried. And I see why they're not worried, because, when the masses come, these collectibles that we have in the store that's been somewhat sitting or whatever, it may just all sell out. Like, who knows?
Yeah, like the market is just, I was saying this on my last stream, I'm like, dude, there's just so many collectibles now on VeVe compared to like, that's why things went so parabolic in the first market,
right?
Late 2021, early 2022 is, there was the whole unfortunate like fake gem bot accounts, like all that stuff. Like people people literally using dozens of accounts and just pumping gems in the market. So not only was that happening, but also like, we don't have quote unquote 40 Grail collectibles, right? Now everyone, nowadays everyone says like everything's a Grail, right? Like that's a Grail, that's scarce, that like
the Cyclops is the Grail.
Yeah, like all that stuff. So I do think eventually, I thought about this, or you can take my idea, I don't care, making like a tier list of like quote unquote the Grails, where it's like, all right, I get it. There's, B, C, D, A tier, S tier, then there's like, all right, SS, S plus, like these are all good collectibles, but like, all right, there's going to be some that are just going to obviously be obvious to people for Grails. But now, yeah, back then it was like Superman, Wall, Todd. Like there's really only like 10 at most that people are like, all right, these are like the must-have collectibles. Now there's like 50 of them or 100 plus, like whatever you want to.
It's subjective, really, at this point. Well, for some people, if you haven't been in the game, I guess if you haven't seen the markets over the past few years, let's say if you join the app, even in the last few months or a year, you would have no idea what the collectibles were going for. So you wouldn't have any gauge of like, unless you really did some deep research. You can go and look at Superman and think that, this is the cheapest I can ever get Superman for. What is in the market? The floor is $189, and somebody may look at that and be like, all right, won't get cheaper than that. Just pull the trigger.
Yeah, we're probably the ones that are like, it could go a bit cheaper. And there's probably new people joining the app, right? They have no clue about it.
Spoiled by,
and they're like $200 for a non-animated collectible. They're like, I don't know. Everyone's different, so especially for the new, but they just
quality.
Yeah.
No doubt, brother. Well, I think we have some space in between. I don't know if it's lag or maybe on your end or maybe my end, but you're coming through clear. Oh, and you know what it is? I forgot I have a whole VeVe space loaded in the background.
Oh, do you?
Let me just pop in here really quick. So I have you on, so I can just take this off after, so I can get some bandwidth back. So let's just pop this on. Give me 1 second. I'm getting used to StreamYard. And speaking of StreamYard, I'm using both OBS and StreamYard right now.
Okay.
So OBS is so I can have the video in the background, me talking to the character. That's all OBS. And then StreamYard, I'm just adding the screen to it.
Okay, gotcha. I think there was a period of time where I was using both. So are you using StreamYard, and then are you having OBS capture the StreamYard window that you're like?
Oh no! So pretty much the OBS is doing all the heavy lifting. All I'm doing is adding to the stage. Because I'm using OBS, it has a virtual camera. So you start the camera in OBS, and that's when my character comes up, and I'm using another program on the side to the voice and stuff. So it's like 3 programs running in a sense, but it didn't take me too long to really get the hang of things. Mm-hmm. All right, let's see if my computer doesn't blow up. All right, so far so good. Looks choppy on the stream, but it's smooth on my screen.
Yeah, you can see the detail's good. Yeah, it's just choppy.
Okay, yeah. It's probably because I have stuff running. It's cool though, but this is apparently Cold Chillin's mobile home.
Oh, that's sick.
Oh yeah, it's dope. I'm trying to see if I can close anything.
That one has a video going of a car moving?
Yeah, bro. I'm gonna zoom in a second. I'm trying to close the windows. I can to save on, some bandwidth here. Okay, sweet. Okay, there we go, and we're in. Yeah, so last time I was streaming, everything was all smooth. So I guess it depends on how much stuff I got running. Oh, it's still better now. But yeah, this is dope, right? So this is an example of what you can do in VeVe. You could put I don't know if it has a cap of a few seconds. But it's
it looks like it's just like a looped video. But I'm just curious, is it just I don't know how it's accessing that video in the VeVe.
I'm thinking it's maybe green screen. You click it, upload a video.
Okay.
Type of deal. Because remember they went into detail with saying a whiteboard you can use. Mm-hmm. You definitely need the premium version of VeVe to run that for sure.
I don't know where it is, but is that Mojo, the monkey brain guy on the right, Powerpuff?
Damn right it is. You're damn right. Mojo,
I'm like, dude, he looks pretty hard right there. The way he's set up, looks pretty cool.
Yeah, that's the thing, bro. It's I'm really excited for the next version of VeVe because a lot of people still don't know how good these collectibles look in the VeVe. You just zoom in, your little side angle. Let's see what's up. But yeah, I was sometimes on streams I pop into people's spaces. Like there's a guy who made Shenron from Dragon Ball Z and whatnot. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, when the VeVeverse first came out, I kind of made a room or whatever, but what I was really interested in, I think I still have some of my old posts, but I would do like perspective, like just like pictures. So I would just try and make like a scene or something crazy going on, and then I would screenshot it and then just post it on X, and it would just be this crazy looking scene. But
yeah, man, that's I mean, when you're in the VeVeverse and you got some scenes set up, that's all I would do all day. I mean, I made a few videos in the VeVeverse, and I love taking pictures in the VeVeverse purely because of the quality. See, look, you got a spinning, you got ceiling fan, something so simple, but it's so cool. Okay, it looks like we got a pretty dope room to enter here. Let's just open this door up a bit. Okay, we're speeding up a little bit. I love this cover too. We have a few.
That's an awesome cover. Is that which cover is that?
Black Panther.
Or like, what do we know? Like the edition or the comic?
I remember coming across this. It came out a while ago. I remember coming across it, but it's been a while.
Yeah.
So can't post comments or something.
You know what? You reminded me. There's a couple comics I've been kind of keeping an eye on just for the covers, because like I knew the comics would look great in the VeVeverse. Like people use them as posters or just whatever, right? Or like an entire wallpaper thing, like covering a whole wall. But what was it? It was there's actually a few Nicoletta Baldari covers I want to get.
Oh hell yeah, Nicoletta Baldari.
Yeah, I like the Baldari covers a lot. And then but there's one with Miles Morales, and it's like a red background, like a deep red. I think it's a rare. I think it's F.A. Miles. Maybe it is Ultimate Fallout.
I think so. But this is actually a Black Panther 1 if you want to type that in, which has a pretty
I'll look that one up. That is
too.
A cool cover.
Oh, shout out to Collector's Gone Digital, by the way. What's up? Thanks for popping in and joining on the dual Market Watch stream. We got Digital Vibes here, formerly known as VeVe Vibes. What's up, yo? Collector's Gone Digital. You have them on. You follow those guys?
Yeah, Collectors. Dude, I'm excited for his app he's releasing. I saw the post and everything, so I'm excited to try the app out. Did you hear about that?
I think I reposted it. There's so many new apps being developed. I want to make sure I don't screw this up. So
it's a new. I think it's a social app. I think it's called Collectoria. Yeah, and it's like a social app to kind of get some cross exposure and a place for all the digital collectors on like one platform to hang out and talk and stuff.
Oh yeah, I'm glad that somebody's doing that, and yeah, until VeVe gets their social shit together, I'm definitely gonna more than likely be using it. And I like how it's not just VeVe associated; it has like all the different platforms, like just one hub. And I'm pretty sure, knowing those gents, it's gonna be an amazing app. It's gonna be smooth, and they don't mess around when it comes to like things like that. Oh, speaking of art, this even looks cool. Like this is doodle, but this is the Mark. Oh crap.
Yeah, he did other art with like Mickey's head exploding and some other stuff.
Right.
Like I know which one you're talking about. I forgot his name.
I like his work though. I definitely do like it.
Yeah.
Then we have some of Cold Chillin's. This is some of his VeVeverse shots. Like you said, when you take a screenshot of the VeVeverse.
Oh, okay.
With some of his own stuff on the wall. Like okay, this is pretty dope. AR picture.
Yeah. Dude, some of the AR collectibles look really good. I do want to start making videos again and stuff, but like one of them I was going to talk about like which collectibles actually look very high quality, right? Or either like budget collectibles or like animated ones. But yeah, like that Iron Man looks insane. The golden moments.
Oh yeah, the golden moments, they look so good. And I like going to other people's spaces. We just get to this comment by Juice. So now we get a UR special edition with 35 editions. Man, that's looking. Yeah, I guess the upcoming Magic drop from Phoenix 5 only has 35 special editions. But that can go up and down. I mean, we've gone, I think Sokka from The Last Airbender is like 20 editions, 18 editions, or something like that. So they're special, I'll tell you that much. They are crazy. is the best one. Honestly, I think the best is yet to come. We haven't seen Colossus or Namor yet. I'm interested in seeing if OG.
I'm a big X-Men fan. I'm waiting for Colossus, Nightcrawler, and there's a few others too. I'm trying to remember because like they've done Beast and like FA, Cyclops, Beast and all the Jubilee, Gambit, Rogue, Storm. They've done all those. So it's like I think the only ones that are left are really like Colossus, Nightcrawler. Yeah. There might be one I'm forgetting.
Which is pretty cool. I mean, I'm pretty. When you look at all of them together, I think Doctor Strange has a space with the majority of the X-Men. They gave us a decent amount of like the main characters from X-Men early on too. Yeah. So I think we really are spoiled. I can't wait for Nightcrawler. Have you had a chance? Have you checked out my video of Wolverine in the VeVeverse?
I don't think I have. No.
Well, keep your eyes.
You know what? I did see that. Actually, that was really good. I kind of like the VeVeverse for those types of things, to be honest. Like, just make a very quick video or scene or screenshot. Like, I like making all this too. Like, don't get me wrong, but it is just kind of like GPU intensive, and not everyone can like get on the VeVeverse and stuff. It's like I'd rather like share a video or a picture that like everyone can see on X versus a space. But plus, spaces like that look this good, it does take a long time. So, and I don't always have the patience for that. But
oh yeah, man, I'm definitely had to make some upgrades before I started doing all this streaming, just to make sure I could like run everything properly. One is 78 blind boxes for SC. Yeah, that's a whales game, dude, or a fool's game to depends on who you're asking. But some people do it and it works out. Favorite Nicoletta Balderi covers? Oh boy. Does he have any? I mean, there's so many that we have on the app.
Yeah, is there a way to search for them? I thought there was maybe within your own collection. I think you can search for artists. I'm trying to remember.
I think you can search, but I mean, I feel like you should just be able to type in Nicolette, and then obviously
I agree.
Well, what we don't have any collectibles by Nicolette. Okay, so I type in Nicolette. That's what we got. We got Nicolette Balderi as a brand. So we have her picture and all of her one-of-ones. We don't have any of her comics.
Yeah, she does have a brand, but it's just the one-of-one artworks that she's done. But I think actually it looks like it might work. I just typed in Baldari in the search bar, and it looked like it worked.
Right.
But,
man, I'm learning so much from VeVe. I wasn't a comic guy whatsoever for VeVe. But knowing I could look at comics and know that this is like, was it the first interaction or first battle between Spider-Man and Doctor Doom?
Yeah, that's a cool cover.
Oh yeah, first appearance.
Yep, the rare for that comic I like a lot. I've been meaning to buy it.
Clean, yeah.
It's very nice.
Speaking of clean, let's check out this man's vehicles. Okay, I haven't seen any of the newer vehicles, but look at this.
Yeah.
We still may be very much do. And this is without having any like lighting or effects on it. Let's take a look inside there. Let's look at the wood grain. Let's look at the interior of these automobiles, y'all. Look at the shine. Oh yeah.
Yeah, those are nice.
Kind of makes me want to get a car, but I got robbed on my last stream. Let me go to some of these comics. Oh man, DeLorean by Juice. It's called Digital. That one's great. Oh yeah, the Nicoletta Balderi cover from Mandalorian. That's actually really good. Go to that. Mandalorian Suites. Let me switch this to this really quick. Are we back?
I agree with Juice. I do like, that's one of my favorites, is the Amazing Spider-Man 21, ultra rare, and then I think there was another one, 31.
31. Let's go to that.
If that's the one I think it is, then yeah, with the umbrellas, yeah, that one too. It's just very vibrant.
Isn't it like? Hold on.
And yeah, the rare on that one looks cool too.
I actually really wanted it. How much is it? Oh, 12 gems? That's not bad. That's not bad. Let me go to which one was the Nicoletta? That's this one, right?
Yeah. It's kind of like
this is classic. Like this is like a. I'll put this on my wall in the VeVeverse.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I would do that. This one. But there's so many. It just at the end of the day, like I'm still trying to save gems, and it comes down to like what should I needs and wants, and I want gems for the most part. So it's like I'm not trying to spend on just things that are gonna be cool for a week, and then like what, I might want to stop this now. Fantastic Four 8 UR is very nice. If my memory is right, that would be the first appearance of Doctor Doom. Fantastic Four. Let's see if VeVe got me hooked. Oh, hey, first appearance of the Puppeteer. I actually was looking at this earlier, and the price for the SR is still 50 gems. This is very cheap. Mm-hmm. This is very cheap, y'all, by the way. Oh, I really like this. I really like it.
Alicia Masters and Puppet Master. Okay, so it seems like it's not a big FA, but the covers do look really nice.
Oh, yeah, it's not a huge FA, but I really like the covers. Oh, Return of the Jedi, purple. What we got? Oh, that's a lot of purple going on.
Yeah, the helmet exploding. Or no, that's a different one. That's like the movie cover. Yeah, that one looks cool too. I like the new Dazzler one, like the Dazzler that just released like last week, I think.
Mm-hmm. That's sold out, I believe, as well.
Yeah, it's sold out, and the rare. I think the rares were going for less than 5 gems. I was definitely going to pick up 1 or 2, and now they're up to like 8. I was like, I'll just wait. But
there we go. Oh yeah, 8.
Yeah, like even just the rare. Yeah, the rare looks.
Yeah, that's super clean. When I'm gem rich, I'll be doing some shopping, but I gotta land me an SE or one of those super rare drops that people can get in.
Yeah, the one that I think looks okay, like it didn't take me a little while to get used to, was the giant size X-Men #1.
Oh, bro, it took you a while to get used to that one?
I really like the cover, but it's let me see.
I got you. Giant size X-Men. #1, this one? Just make sure. Okay, green app? No.
No, the bag, yeah.
No, not the green app. Giant size X-Men. There we go.
Yeah, that one, yeah.
Yeah, the first appearance of the whole school, yeah.
Yeah, it's the whole squad, but look at the rare and ultra rare.
Oh, right. See, it was funny. I kind of felt the same way about it too.
Yeah, I like the cover, but it didn't give me like the wow factor of like the other ones where I'm just like, that's crazy. I mean, it still looks very good. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah, but it definitely didn't scream at me. Like, for this one to comment all day, and of course the SR. But when I got that, I think I landed the ultra rare on this drop, and I was like, it's cool. Oh, Hanano, what's up, Hanano? He wants the purple stuff. And he says FA Electra SR is fire. I mean, it's always going to be fire. Shouts to you, Fro. If you're out there in the world, shouts to you, Fro. Video Shane pulled the 9.0 graded comic on Fanable. Oh, speaking of platforms, have you dabbled in Fanable?
I was in Fanable at first, and honestly, I was making a decent amount. I was just kind of flipping comments for a while. Like, I think the very first drop or one of the first drops, I did like open one of the crates or boxes, and I got like a whatever comic and just sold it back. After I did that like one more time, I think I opened like one more like the next drop, and after that, I was like, all right, what I'm gonna do is just buy the crates, keep a very close eye on like the Grail comics, right? Because usually each drop had like 3 to 5 Grails that everyone's trying to get right, or at least get a profit on. I would just keep like very close track of those, and if like too many of those sold, then I would try to like sell mine for like a small profit, or if it was held on, I would like hold on to it. Basically, I was just, the platform was cool and all, but I was just using it as a way to like make profit, to be honest, and like cash out, especially since cashing out stuff was like relatively easy and all that stuff. But I did it for a few months, but I haven't touched it or done anything with it the last like 6 to 9 months, like at least.
Interesting. I mean, I've considered going for one of the drops, but I guess I never got around to pulling the trigger the first time. But I know when it first dropped, they were pretty hyped with a lot of drops. So I guess it seems like it definitely slowed down on the drops.
Oh yeah.
Like it's just slowed down. Does it have like a store that's just there you could buy anytime or what?
I'm not sure, to be honest. I know they have like a new they kind of started bridging over into like Pokemon and other like platforms or other IPs and stuff like that. But I'm not sure what the issue is. Like I just hardly ever see them talked about like on X, and I think it could be because like there's other platforms that do like similar stuff, but either for like cheaper or maybe they just have like a bigger community. Like I don't know what it is, but like on paper it sounds great. But it's just slowed down a lot. Like there was a certain point where I kind of lost interest, and I was like, okay, this is just gambling. Like at this point, and you can like sell it back for 90% on like fair market value, but like you're still just statistically on average just gonna lose out. Like that's even just like VeVe drops, right? Like depending on the drop, like 85% of the time, like you're probably just gonna lose gems. Like if you actually like play the drop, unless there's a unique drop, but.
Curious. What's up? Like what, bro? There you go. No, I'm saying I was gonna say just in terms of Fanable, like I mean I know it had a following and it had like its hype point, but I think when it first started doing its drops, it was around that time when everybody and their mother, sister, cousin was doing like openings and like the reveals. I think it was coming in at the same time as Quid, the same time as Digitoys, which was Cryptoys. It was it was in that same
Yeah.
This is a fire cover, by the way, Juice. This is fire cover. I do like this.
Yeah, that is a cool cover. Cloak and Dagger. Yeah. Dang. Yeah, dude, the Baldara covers just look so good.
Wait, is it 190? No. For this? Okay, 50. Yeah. Okay. Now in the 100. Okay, that makes more sense.
Yeah, like I think her art looks better when there's less characters and there's more room for her to like do big art things. Like, but the Giant Size X-Men, there's like 11 characters all squeezed into like one cover, so it's kind of hard to
see evolve. But it's still like I think it's gonna be pricey just for that comic. I need to get it myself before it gets out the way. I've seen it jump up to like 40, 50 gems, and then it comes back down to the 20s. But yeah, do I have that wish list? I need to get that on my wish list. I need to get that comic sooner than later. Forget about it. Collector's Guide Digital. Hinano, did Shane randomly decide to pull? Why after 6 months? So somebody waited 6 months to pull, and he landed a Grail X-Men comic, $5,000. Yeah, give me one of those. Honestly, if I land anything with that much value, it's being flipped. It's like granted, it's like a lottery ticket in a sense. But yeah, that's a Grail, and I'm being like I would be very specific. If I got a certain Grail on VeVe, then I'll have to think it through because it has potential to have more value depending on what it is.
Yeah,
definitely depending on what it is.
Yeah, it's one of those things where you sell it because I do think and I've been kind of thinking about this a lot too because I do think like we're kind of on the cusp of just like big things could be happening for like crypto. Digital collectibles, like all that stuff around the corner, right?
Right.
Who knows? But yeah, I'm just trying to think too about like how easy it is to like sell stuff. Like, all right, like would you rather keep like one big collectible and try and sell it like what you think is the top, or would you rather just have like a lot of Todds and you can like kind of sell them as you need for drops and things like that? Because like they're like Todd gets sold pretty quickly. Plus, there's a 2.5% fee, right, on what's it called? Oh my gosh, Stacker, right? So if you wanted to sell it for whatever only or whatever it is, so like I don't know. I'm also kind of consolidating my collection too into things that do have low fees for the most part. As well. So it's like it's because if you sell stuff on Stacker, I think it adds an extra 1.5 or 2% fee on top. So like if you're selling like a Marvel thing, I think it's like 10% like fee versus if you go with like Todd or DC or one of the lowest fee collectibles, it's only like 2.5, 4.5% because I think the 2% and stuff like that. But
yeah, it comes in handy too, bro. Gotta save on those fees like that, those 1%. And I think that's something that whales and flippers look at as well too. Like if you could sell something and only lose like 1%, 2% or something, then yeah, it makes sense trying to scoop, for a cheap price and flip short term versus long term or whatnot. But is it the Ultimate X-Men you want to take a look at? I wish I could zoom in, but there's none listed on the market. But I could tell from here, this looks pretty dope. Is this Nicoletta Valdaria as well? Shadow King.
Probably the SR if I had to guess.
I don't know. It looks like Shao Kahn is over here.
Does it? Yeah.
We need a more comment on VeVe. I was putting it out there. We just need it. We're getting there. VeVe is becoming a lot more 18 plus, which I like to see.
Yeah.
Seeing drops. What's up?
Yeah, I think Did Quid have Mortal Kombat? That's one thing I did. I never actually put money into Quid. I remember there was one point they were giving away just like $20 of like in-store credit or whatever
Really?
it was. So,
Man,
like,
they were throwing it at people. Oh wow.
yeah, and but they did have good IPs. Like I remember they had like Elder Scrolls, like Bethesda characters in there. So I was like, yeah, this is cool. I can get like just like really unique IPs or like video games and stuff. Like VeVe has great IPs too, but I think they just had like more video game IPs and just like interesting stuff. So I liked it for that, but yeah, then it went under. Quick.
Yeah, then it just went to the wayside. And then I don't know if it's just my algorithm, but every time one of those companies goes under, there's this one image that always pops up on my feed. It's like a Grim Reaper going to all the different doors. You see Quid, you see all these doors, just like he stopped by all these previous brands, and VeVe is just still standing. And it just goes to show. It's a nice, reassurance. Oh, there you go. I got I have my buttons here. I still have my wall, and it's messing with the lightings and whatnot, and just trying to, just do a little content like that because it's fire. It is fun, but I just wish I could do a lot more. I like to come home after a long day's work and just pop into my VeVe home and just see, or go into the community hub, see who's around, who's chilling, doing things, stuff like that. Need a second VeVe world. Oh, let's click on this world. You guys collect any Scotty Young covers? Bro, there's a lot of collectors out there for Scotty Young. So it's like some of the prices are like really up there for Scotty Young stuff.
Yeah, I agree. I think the covers look cool, but I'm not really going out of my way to get them. Like if there's a really good comic drop and there just so happens to be a Scotty Young cover and I land one, then like, yeah, I'll keep it or whatever. But I'm not really going out of my way to buy them. I do like the covers.
They do look cool. If I can get one for a very cheap price, which you don't really see any for like 5 gems or less. It's all like rares and stuff like that. But you honestly, you're not even seeing as many Scotty Young drops. We got a lot of covers early on of Scotty Young, a lot of his covers, and I mean, I guess it's less sporadic now. We get one every now and then, which is cool. We get a little break. I have ASM 30, ASM 70 UR, so I like that one. I'm guessing that's probably another Nicoletta Balderi, possibly.
I'm looking at it now. Yeah, it's actually a Scotty Young cover. It looks like
Scotty Young covers.
Yeah, dude. The only thing I don't like about it is when you click on comic details. If it's on like the VeVe Green comic,
it goes to the VeVe Green app, like takes you off the page.
Are they still doing drops on that website?
They do. I mean, they still have the weekly drops. They made it a lot more.
I just haven't paid attention to it at all, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean, some of them. It's very rare that we have like a same night or same day sellout. Like some things have sold out. I think the most hyped recent one we had was a collaboration with DC, Batman. It was Batman and damn, how do I forget it? I think it was Batman versus Superman. Deadpool. I'm bugging. There you go. So yeah, it was Marvel DC Deadpool / Batman 1, and of that sold out, and it was doing pretty well. Yeah, this came out. I mean, it was a pretty hype one, and Scotty Young was the SR. I landed it, made a pretty penny off of that. Let's go to the Scotty Young. Yeah, look at the Scotty Young. It's actually really cool. And I had this in my why is it taking me to the Green app? It should show me, especially if it's listed, it should show me this sucks. But you can tell from here how it looks. With the please God. Oh good, now it sounds like informant. Please God. How the hell do I get this? Let me go back to this, and there you go. That's the best I can do. It's a pretty cool.
Oh, you know what you could do is right click it and do show image and new tab, and I think that might
the image
work.
itself. Let's see how.
Just open image and tab. Yeah.
Let's see. Oh, sweet.
Yeah, it should. There you go.
Alpha unlocked. So yeah, if it comes to that, we have to go until we have to worry about the Green app. This looks pretty dope. But yeah, I sold this for like $657 at the time.
Oh, that's really good.
700. Yeah, it's still hanging around 700, but it all comes down to like buyers. Even the common is still 18 gems. Not bad at all.
Yeah, I just haven't really paid attention to that side of the comic website thing. I remember the first like month and a half while it was out, there were some good drops that came out for it. I remember there's some people that were hyped for it. The one I scored biggest on, I think, was Planet Death.
And the first one, or was it Zero?
Zero. Planet Death Zero. And I remember there was a handful of, I think it was like Comics and Crypto, and then like Sleeping Comics was like hanging out in that stream, telling people like, yeah, this is a big drop, and like, you know, the director of John Wick help write it, or like, you know, do whatever with the comic. So I'm like, all right, this is going to be like a good comic that's going to hang around. People are, it's also, I think it was like the highest selling comic for like a long time, or like the first one in like 20 years or something like that. So I knew it was going to do well. So I bought a bunch of them. I think I landed like 2 SRs, a few ultra rares. I think I bought like 25 of them. I think maybe a few more.
Damn.
Yeah, I just clicked the buy. I just knew it was going to do well.
Yeah, it definitely did better than I expected. It sold out, and it's still, I don't know if it's still going for a pretty penny. I'm back in the VeVe here, just seeing what else Cold Chillin had in his mobile home. We got my guy Buzz here.
Yeah, I like that cover too, to the left of it. I think that's X Factor 1, right?
Yeah, hell yeah, I do.
X-Force.
Yeah, I need this cover too. How much is this going for? If it's like 3 gems or less, I might just grab this.
I think it's pretty cheap. It's just kind of crazy because we're in a time now where, remember back in the day, like there was 60,000, 50, 40, 30,000 mint comics. And when we got down to 30, we thought that was low for the time. And then we went down to 20, then 10. And we pretty much have never had a comic more than 10,000 in a while, right? It's been a long time. Now we're kind of hanging out in the realm of like everything's 5,000 or less.
Yeah, I mean,
for the most part, there's quite a few comics that were like 1,000 or 2,000.
Yeah, man. I mean, like people begged for scarcity. It was like, hey, we don't want these 10K editions, 15K. Now, granted, I see the vision, and I think it was very smart for them to release the FAs and give them like 10K, 15K, 20K, because they expect us to have a mass of people on the app, and you don't want that to be super super scarce, for those first appearance comics. But yeah, that'll be getting 5K or lower, and we're getting 30-day burns on top of it. So if you don't want it, then hey, it's going to be burnt anyway. So yeah, I think we have pretty good incentive to get what you want.
Yeah.
Let me see what Drew's saying. I bought tons of green comic apps, mostly Ultimate X-Men. It's never a bad thing to have a Peach Momoko in your vault. Yeah, long term, I think that should do well. His stuff rages all over, but there are quite a few covers of his that are under or around 20. You gotta check it out. I think it's talking about Scotty Young when it comes to that.
Yeah.
Peach Momoko is a superstar who will continue to rise in popularity. She's got a lot of covers on the app, but they're all awfully limited. Yeah, you may have to do like a deep dive to see which ones aren't as limited, or pick them up, or just try your luck on newer drops. I haven't seen any recent Peach Momoko drops. Maybe someone can remind me of them, but yeah, I'll try and get these covers for cheap. With just so many things in the app you got to think about that you couldn't, whether collect or invest in for short and long term. And I just really try to gauge what's going to be best in terms of like a return, or just even whether it be short or long term. So yeah, Peach Momoko, like they're great artists and they do well. And you may get a random sell from somebody who's into them personally, but I got to be, smart with my time, whether it be short or long term. It takes gems to make gems, so on and so forth.
Yeah, and sometimes these drops, sometimes you do have to do like a bit of research, right? Sometimes you can't just skim through it. Like it's very easy to like overlook an artist, or like, oh, this is a reference to something else. Or if you're not in Spaces, someone's like, I don't know if you remember that it was one of the first drops on the green VeVe website. I think it was like Ultimate Spider-Man or whatever. And one of the covers, I think it was My Collectible, said like, oh, like if you guys didn't know, this is like the original like art, or like whatever for like what was it, the original Spider-Man, Amazing Fantasy 15. People, I think like one of the covers was like the original sketch or something like that. It was like whatever of it, and like you would just never know that, right? Unless you're like constantly on YouTube watching live streams or Spaces or whatever. Like you kind of it's very easy to like just miss a drop because you just weren't hanging out listening to people or like reading all the comments on a drop.
Yeah,
so it does take time. Like it's like, a lot of time like, oh, I forgot, but it's like, yeah, unless you were spending hours after the announcement hanging out, like listening to people and talking, like it's pretty easy to overlook stuff.
Oh yeah, like you missed a lot of alpha or knowing
Yeah,
about drops and
alpha.
stuff like
I
that.
should have just
Yeah,
said that.
yeah,
You
alpha.
just missed
See,
on alpha. Yeah.
yeah, man, you've been. It's just like the more time you spend in the community and doing stuff, of course, the more you're gonna know, and it does help when it comes to drops and just or missing out on
Yeah.
opportunities to make some gems or whatnot. So I still try to have a healthy balance of just like work life and VeVe, and so it's not all like as crazy because at the high point, too much time in the VeVe world.
Yeah.
So I was like,
That's
yeah,
why I kind of stopped hanging out in spaces a bit. Like I feel like there's some spaces, people are just hanging out, having fun. That's always cool, right? But then, sometimes there is alpha, but it's hidden. 10 minutes of it is hidden in like a 2.5, 3.5 hour long
right,
live, and you're just like,
waiting 2
like,
hours.
all right, yeah, like I'm kind of here to hear some alpha. Like, is anybody going to talk about anything interesting or like speculate, whatever. So it does take a long time to get alpha, at least like good alpha. But yeah, is my NFT tracker still a thing?
Oh, bro, you mentioning it just made me think about it because I used to use that my NFT tracker like a lot until Stacker really. Yeah, I think that's what it was. I think because Stacker really got it together, I haven't been on NFT tracker because it's pretty much did the same thing. Even though it was more in depth for the most part.
Yeah, there's definitely stuff I like about it for sure.
Oh yeah, I definitely. I gotta pop back on there and see what's up. Hey, Collective John Digital, if you're in here, I believe me and Vibes both deserve beta codes to this Collectoria app. Right? Just putting the energy out there because I think they're having a beta phase before it goes. So yeah, just you can just DM us. You know how to contact us, whether it be X or whatever the case may be. You know how to find us. Someone tell me what the hell it says. We have Maserati up top.
I don't know.
It's a hell of a signature.
I don't know if that first word is an A or a.
It's A. This is an A. Maybe a slanted A. A-E-L, but then Liam, alien, bro.
There's two I's.
Definitely, yeah.
A-E-L. It's like I-E, like N-I.
People in the chat, if you can decipher this message, you'll get nothing. But we just want to figure out what the hell this says. And I wonder if that was there on the original car when this came out. It was just Maserati, and then because it's interesting. You know what? This kind of reminds me. I don't know why this made me think about the magic drop we have coming up. But you've seen on the bottom of the foot, the magic drop, they put the Marvel like trademark. You know how in toys, usually maybe on OG toys, they would have the trademark, the brand on the foot. I was like, yo, that's actually pretty cool. I feel like I wish they did more of that. The branding on the bottom.
Is that on all three rarities or just one of them?
I've seen it on one, so I don't know if it's on all three.
Okay.
I can just pop into that really quick as well. Let me see. Let me just remove that.
Magic's one of those characters that's gotten pretty popular at the last few years.
Yeah, apparently.
I think mostly Marvel Rivals, but even before that, I think there was just some good stories about her and stuff that like in comics somewhat around that time.
Because she was a new character in Marvel Rivals, right? Like one of the new characters.
I think she's been around before Marvel Rivals. Like there was comics about her, but I think there was just more stories about her or like speculation that she's going to be in movies and stuff. But yeah, she's in the game. I think she was one of the original characters in the game. And people played her a lot. Okay,
let's see. I mean, she looks cool. Like again, shout out to VeVe with the quality. Even with these Phoenix 5s, I feel like the ones they're putting out one after the next is looking cooler and cooler. But let me go to this video really quick. I'm going to turn down the volume so people don't get their ears blocked out. I'm going to hit that. Just give me 1 second. Got the VeVe version in the background, so it'll probably take a second to load here. But yeah, I caught this earlier. I was like, oh, this is pretty cool. Let me go to the chat in the meantime. What phone types do you guys have? Phone types? I know I have an iPhone 15. I really don't update my phones.
I have a Android. Gosh, I forgot the name of the brand or whatever, but it's like a 21. What's it?
Yeah, I update my phone maybe once every 5 years, where it makes sense. Like I don't
same. Yeah.
Every year. It's just ridiculous when they just add an extra pixel or whatever the case may be. But let's see. I noticed the detail. I mean, look, it looks dope. See, there you go. I paused that before.
Oh yeah. Okay, so it's on the comment. It looks like.
Yeah, the more
It's
of that.
interesting how, yeah, I think it's interesting how they pointed that out in the.
Yeah, this is cool too. The flames. Yeah, I think almost
I forgot the guy's name again. That does the
Mr. Falcon.
Mr. Falcon. He always has like the hugest smile whenever he's like doing
Yeah,
anything
man.
in the
I mean,
ads.
hey,
Like,
if he's being paid bank
yeah,
by VeVe to do these videos,
oh yeah.
Hey. I'll be cheesy too. Oh, Pixel Collect. Yo, shouts to you, Pixel Collect. Thanks for popping in, bro.
Oh,
says,
Pixel, what's up?
Robin Vibes collab. Yeah, man. Just chilling tonight, bro. We're both on the same type of vibes. Taking a look at the market, talking all things VeVe. Yeah, bro. Thanks for being here, bro. Magic is more popular than ever before. I would not have known or guessed it, to be honest. Magic.
Yeah, she's very popular right now.
So what is it? I mean, besides Marvel Rivals, what's really has her like out there right now? I don't know.
I think it's. I'm not 100% sure. I mean, I could probably just Grok or ChatGPT or like whatever people use AI. Like, why is Magic popular now? Like, do you ever use AI a lot?
Dude, AI is. It took me a little while to get around to it, but now that I'm like between ChatGPT, I use Grok mainly for almost everything I do. Whether it be like the questions, and I can see why people are worried about AI making people dumber. Because you can literally ask it for anything, and not to say it's always right, but for the most part, I mean, I got over a cold in like 2 days with Grok using AI.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I was like, you know what? I feel like utter shit. I've tried things before. And me ask Grok, and then I literally followed what it said, and I got over my cold in like 2.5 days. I was like, this is magic. This is magic. But yeah, I use it to my advantage, even when it comes to like doing some designs. It could be little things, nothing on a grand scale, but yeah, AI has its perks in my opinion.
Yeah. So I just asked Grok really quick, like why she's kind of gotten so popular now. I guess Marvel Rivals was obviously a big deal, so that was like 2025, obviously through 2026. But I guess she has an ongoing solo comic series that started in 2024, 2025. And that's just it was just very well written, and then it kind of gave more backstory on like her powers and stuff. And plus, I guess she's like a sorceress that can like teleport demons and soul sword stuff with armor. So it's a bit like more like a gritty, kind of like cool medieval demonic fighting kind of character, which makes her kind of cool. So
interesting.
But yeah, I think that's kind of it. I mean, I think it's mostly the solo series or story beforehand, and then like Marvel Rivals just took it to another level after that.
Yeah, more than likely. See, I mean, just how huge impact just being in games could really impact the character. I was just taking a look at Blade, $67. My God. OG, and like you said earlier, we have so many collectibles that thank God they brought back the wish list, because some collectibles are honestly just out of, if you don't see it on the recent, like
you would never think about it exactly
until it comes up, until it pops up. You're like, oh shit, I remember that old crusty, dusty collectible. I wanted that, still want it. So yeah, my wish list, I got a few things I still gotta knock off. I gotta add some things to it too. Boy, I wish I had a Spider-Man Noir, but that's out there. It's done. Some of these collectibles, I don't think you'll ever. Too scarce or just too much monies. But yeah, even these, I mean, I wish I could see these in the VeVe. These collectibles are slept on. I think these two are huge sleepers. You know about these two, right? Remember Us, Vital Voices?
Yeah, I know they're part of the Rewind Collective, but I forgot why they exist or like what makes them special.
So they're like the video we run. It shows like 4 or 5 different women from history. Like I think it shows a Joan of Arc, and then it shows this woman. It's like really animated. It shows them moving and everything. It's like 4 different. I wish I can go on this. I think they do have them in the VeVe. Do you remember?
Yeah, I do remember the animations looked really good on those.
Right. I'm gonna take some videos on my. I gotta make a whole file because they took away the view in 3D on the desktop app, so I gotta take a few videos on my phone and I just upload it for the stream. So I gotta build a little library for that, so I could do that. Oh, look at some of these comments. Okay, more popular than ever. Same with Jeff. Oh yes, Jeff and Squirrel Girl. But then again, those basically right now, because Marvel Rivals is so popular, if you become a new character in there, it's like all over the social media for the most part. So yeah, it happened with Jeff the Shark. It happened with Squirrel Girl. Who else? Jeff is the GOAT. Some of the best art pieces on all of VeVe. Ayo, Collections Got Digital. People connecting, people hooking up. Yeah, appreciate you guys being here, whether you're watching from X or YouTube. You know, just chilling and vibing.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, what you got going on, Vibes?
I was just looking up what was that other character's name. Remember we got like Steamboat Willie
Yeah.
a long time ago, but there was another mouse character that came out like a couple years later, right? That was smaller on VeVe, and like everyone was hyping it up because they were
I know what you're talking about.
It starts with an O, doesn't
it? I want to say Ali, but I don't think it's Ali.
No, I thought it was like Oscar, but no,
it is Oscar.
Is it Oscar?
No, shit.
We have Oscar the Grouch, but
Jesus,
no.
It has to do. I know exactly. It jumps
Oswald.
up and down.
Thank
Oswald, there you go. And I had Oswald. I had to set.
Dude, that was a perfect example before you're like, oh, good thing we have the bookmark or what's it called, wish list. So you could like,
right?
I'm like, dude, that's a collectible that like was hyped a lot, and like now like I can't remember the last time anyone even brought this.
Hey, I think this is a high for the rare. Is this a high for the rare? Because I know he was definitely cheaper. $9.
Yeah.
I mean, this is technically the first Mickey, no? Technically speaking?
I think so. I don't know. It's been a while. I'm not a big like Disney buff about that kind of stuff. But
top 5 selling items. That's in this week. Really cool new pieces. Okay. And Oswald. Appreciate you, biggest bro. Oswald, Collect Got Digital. Oswald has definitely been forgotten about. Man.
Yeah.
I usually do like once or a few times in the market watch. I go to collectibles, I go to sort, I go to the oldest, and I dust off these old collectibles. See how they doing. Mm-hmm. All these black and white, old and crusty, old drops. But hey, they still hold up, and some of them are doing well than I thought, like better than I thought.
Yeah,
some of them, I still want some OG ones, but the prices don't come down. I still want Bubbles. I want him for my collection, but numbers never come. They're never low enough. Hey, Stay Puft is not being disrespected anymore. 34 gems.
Oldest
used to be around 10, 11.
Okay, so you just organize by oldest drops. Yeah. There's a few I want. I do think that very first set, with like Rizzo and Becky Cloonan and Joe Mad, like that whole first black and white series. Mm-hmm. I think people are definitely going to collect that first set, right? It's the first set ever.
Oh yeah, I think I need to get some of these OGs, black and whites, for sure. Maybe Penguin, the Joker one I need to get for a good price. FA Joker.
There's one on the floor for $25 right now, which is kind of crazy.
Wait, 24 for that Joker?
Yeah, there's one on the floor right now for 25, and it's actually undercut pretty.
Please hold. Let me make sure. So this is the first one.
Wow,
really?
Yeah, that's the one.
I'm tempted because that's the cheapest I've ever seen it. I never literally see it go below 30.
It's been a while since it's been that cheap. I mean, I do feel like things will get a bit cheaper though, but I want to blame me at 25. Like 25 is a
that's
good price. I was saying that on my stream. I'm like, if you guys see one for like, especially low 20s, but if you see one in like the mid 20s, like definitely
that's not bad.
Potentially get one.
I'll wish list it and keep an eye on it. I got the gems.
That's what I've been doing.
I'll just spin the block if anything and see how it's doing. He said Pixel Trader posted the top 5 selling items. Do I have you on X Pixel? Do I have you on X? I should. Pixel. I have Pixel Collector. If that's not.
Collector says 25. I think that's one of the most underrated collectibles right now. Is FA Joker? I think Joe. I remember looking it up like when I was looking up just generically like top 5 or 10 like best like fictional like super villains or whatever. Like Joker's like top 3 consistently. Usually it's like Vader and Joker and there's usually like a couple others that people kind of exchange up, but Joker's usually top 3 like every single time. So it's like this has just as many mints as Todd, but it's like a 10th of the price, or even less than that. It's like a 12th of the price at this point.
Oh yeah, if this stays like around 25, I think I'm gonna pick it up this week. I'm gonna
Mhm.
yeah, I'm gonna have to grab this. This is the cheapest I've seen. Thanks for mentioning it. It's on my wish list now for sure.
Yeah, that's what happens all the time on my streams when you just go through the market and you just talk about old random collectibles like Oswald or
Hey,
that kind of
105.
stuff. People are like, "Oh, I forgot about that," or like, "I've been meaning to buy that." Like, that's what I meant. Like, there's just so many collectibles on the app. Like, it's so easy to forget like stuff that just even came out like a couple years ago.
That's good, man. It's good.
Yeah.
It's good. That leaves opportunity for us to still, get what we love. Like I said, new people who join the app
Mhm.
don't have any idea about the ones that came out years ago that
Yeah.
could potentially have great value. But yeah, 25 for this. I'm gonna have to pick this up. Collector's Got Digital picked it up for 105. Ouch. Ouch. We've all
Yeah.
been there. We've all been in that market. We know what those numbers were. But because we were in that market is why I'm very specific now. It's like I know numbers, I have muscle memory when it comes to some of these collectibles. When I see them, like, no, I know how cheap that
Dude, I
was.
remember that, dude. I still have it in my account. I bought the non-FA Joker at one point. I think for like 600 or something like that. Like just wild amounts. Like looking back now at some of the stuff I bought and like what it's worth now, I'm like, oh my god. But I mean, I
Bro.
was playing with house money anyway. I got really lucky early on, and I did land Walt, and I sold it for basically like 10K. And then I was just kind of riding that the entire time. Like afterward, I was like, I'm just playing with house money. Like I have so many gems now.
Yeah, and Foreman did the same thing. He's pretty much. I think he's still playing with house money at this point. So he made a good move. You know.
Yeah. I mean, I
Uh,
put some money in since then. I think the last like definitely like 3 years or so, I've kind of put money in here and there, but usually I try to sell stuff when I can. There's only like a handful of times where I had to put in extra.
oh yeah, same dude. And I'm liking this. Yo, shout out to Pixel Collector. If you're not following him on X, throw him a follow. He put up these top 5 sailings over 300 this week. So I had a feeling that AF15 was going to move as well because with all the hype that's going on with Lisbon and people being signed up. And of course, AF15 will always be considered a grail. So if you are a comic collector and you join the app and you saw AF15, I mean, the floor was like 240, 230, and now it's up to like 300 roughly for the common. And I'm not surprised. That's one thing that I'm never surprised when AF15 moves because it's that collectible.
Yeah.
9 sales, partner, Doodle Dog. I knew people were gonna love it. If you're a lover of art, then you see why that's a piece that people want. It's probably at 400 still, roughly 450. And BB8 thumbs up, 24 sales. Really? People want the shiny soccer ball with the lighter? Hey, I mean, R2D2 is my go-to droid. BB8, some people were seeing as like, I guess, a new generation Star 2.
Yeah.
24 sales. And then the Mio OG Gold, 39 sales. Interesting. Shout out to you, Pixel, for a little breakdown. And then stuff behind the scenes. I mean, I think my sniper of the day was this M.Bison. Because he's so rare. There's only 83 sold editions. And they're all burning at the end of this month, right? The Street Fighter characters.
I did know that all of them, or is it just like
Up to
30
all
days
of them.
from release day, right?
Nope, all of them
All
burn.
of them? Oh wow.
All of them, yeah. So all of them are burning. On let's see, yeah, burn date. Where's the burn date here? Why is it not showing me the burn date? This is weird. Details, editions, burned editions. But where's the burn dates? Am I tripping? Let me see. Hold on a second.
I'm gonna look it up too.
Oh, here we go. Burn details. So yeah, burn date July 1st. Yeah, July 1st for M.Bison and for all the other collectibles. And M.Bison is the most scarce. Not financial advice. There's only 83 editions sold. Retail was 40, and I picked mine up for 20 earlier today. I'm trying to get another one for less than retail as well because he's going to be money once it sells out, in my opinion. And I do want a set of the Street Fighter characters.
Yeah, it makes sense because that was. I mean, I played a decent amount of Street Fighter growing up, arcade, like whatever. Occasionally playing it on console and stuff. I'm not a big like 1v1 fighting fan. I enjoyed Mortal Kombat and stuff, and Killer Instinct and a few other fighting games and stuff. But I mean, it makes sense because I'm looking at the characters. Like, so is Ryu more popular than Ken? Is he kind of more the poster? Okay, so that's why he cost the most.
Hands down. I mean, he was the first Street Fighter character, and plus that secret rare is a different Hadouken. So he does a regular Hadouken for the common. On a secret rare, he does a Genshin Hadouken. So he says Genshin Hadouken, and it has electricity around it.
Wow.
So
I did land the SR on the drop, and I sold it way too soon.
oh, you may got like 200-300 out of it.
Yeah, I got like 300 out of it, and
yeah, you made profit. You made profit.
Yeah, I definitely made profit, but I was like, well, they're just gonna release more and more Street Fighters and stuff like that. But I mean, there's still some other big characters. Like Ken is obviously popular, so is Chun-Li. Sakura, I forgot her name, but she's she didn't do that well. And
no, I think she's gonna do well post burn, only because Sakura is the her OG costume is the secret rare. So and that's already sold out.
Yeah, I think the SR sold out for all the collectibles, right? Like Guile.
Well, I think not all of them, because I guess people are just kind of like smartened up. Let me see how Guile is doing, because after a few of the releases, they realized the SR has been going down to damn near retail. It would be like $50. I saw Sakura for $50 a few weeks ago. Pixel Collector, the SE Yoda was close for making the top 5. The whales are serious collectors have been stacking. I mean, it's been reflecting in Omi in general. But oh no, you're right. The secret rares have been selling out. Well, it's only 200 and so of them, and people have gems to spend. So that's probably why they really wanted it. Blanca is gonna burn on July 1st, and he ain't even released yet. I so wanted Blanca. I really wanted Blanca for this.
Yeah, I was gonna say like Blanca, and stuff.
Vega would have been dope, but it's like, I mean, I'm kind of glad that they're ending the series, so I guess they can move on to 6 or whatever the case may be, or the next fighting game or something. But I mean, Blanca. I mean, how do we not get Blanca though?
Blanca, Zangief.
Zangief.
I know there's some. There's a period of time where I did watch a lot of just randomly, even though I don't play the games. Like sometimes there are games that are more fun to watch than actually play, And for me, it was like Street Fighter. So I would watch like competitive Street Fighter, like tournaments or just people talking or, whatever it is. Same thing with like Marvel vs. Capcom. And I do know there's some like kind of diehard like Zangief like fighters or like Zangief mains, just because he's the strongest character but the slowest. But like if you just get good with him, you can do really well. Like Dhalsim would have been cool. Like there's a lot of classic characters.
A lot of classic. Maybe they do that. Maybe we go to like a retro version in Street Fighter 2 after this, which would be pretty cool. We get those characters. But Juice is mentioning Blanca is in the picture. So was there like a promo picture? Do I remember seeing Blanca with the blue hair version? I'm trying to think of my memory if I remember coming across.
Oh, in that promo picture that VeVe released, you mean? I
mean, because even in this picture, I posted on my X too that they were saying, they posted an ad on Instagram saying collect all these fighters before they burn, and they mentioned Gao Ki, and Gao Ki is Akuma, which is right here. So I'm like, where the hell is Akuma? Because I mean, time's ticking. It's June 7th, and we get a burn by July. So what's up with the release? I'm thinking he's coming soon. Maybe in the next week or two. It would just only make sense.
Maybe by the end of this week, right? Because usually they announce it like 48 hours before the drop. I mean, there's been times they do over a week, right? But I think they still do drops like 3 or 4 days. Maybe not 2 days. Maybe that's more for comics, but.
Well, let me go to KC BMW's, calendar. Just a heads up. So I just go to this real quick because look at this week. We are bone dry. Look at all this empty space. So tomorrow, I'm thinking we're going to get some updates, at least maybe 1 or 2 additions to the carousel. Fingers crossed, y'all, we get either Donatello or Akuma this week, if not next week. But I think they're coming soon, especially if they're doing back-to-back drops on the Phoenix 5. It's like, yo, let's get this Phoenix 5 shit over with. We got 2 more characters left, and then we'll be done with it. And then, on to the next drop. Oh, I thought I saw him. Okay, so he says he thought he saw Blanca, but no, that's Akuma.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
it's wishful thinking, Yeah, but I don't blame me. Blanca's a cool character. Vega, Cammy, just kind of all the classic characters. I'm trying to think of who else too.
I've been using this website to look at all the character costumes. So I'm gonna go to Blanca because I would have liked the OG Blanca. Then there's the variant when he has blue hair and green skin or yellow skin. Let me see. It's real. Let me just type in. Okay, here we go. We got Blanca. Sweet. So in Street Fighter 5, this is how he looks. That's his challenges stuff. Please go over to his costume. This is kind of how I was predicting the costumes would come out. So we'd have the story mode. Yeah, he would have looked awesome on the app.
Yeah.
So this is the
what
story.
they should have like two what the heck, two versions of him in his like classic colors, but then one in that like kind of bluish purplish hair and like what was
Nostalgia.
yeah.
Let me see the blue and purple hair. I think it's the.
Is that the number
these are
two?
all one. Two?
Or sorry, no, yeah. Isn't that like his alternate skin? Like if you both pick Blanca, like one is like the alternate.
Yeah, and that's the alternate for the.
I think it would be cool. Like you have two of the original, and then one like the kind of like the player two, or like the opponent skin, as like the SR or something or SC. It would be kind of cool.
Or just maybe use MCP to upgrade your collectible alone. I was thinking that would work out. Like, hey, just use 5K MCP and you upgrade your collectible. Just something to consider.
Yeah.
Waiting for that Shredder SD. I hope he looks jacked. I mean, I think he's gonna look great. Just judging by how the turtles look alone and quality, like they made sure the turtles look great, and so they're not gonna slack when it comes to those big IPs. Yeah, I know VeVe doesn't mess around because those IPs don't mess around. I'm
sure Pixel's seen it, but the second Ninja Turtles movie where like Shredder also takes the mutant and he becomes like, have you seen that like the older? Yeah, like they were like under the docks, remember? And he like took it and he's like breaking down all these like wood planks and it was like
roided up, dude. He
roided up. That dude was
imagine
that version is like the SC, you get like roid rage Shredder.
That SD would be crazy. He was bursting out of all the muscles bursting out of his costume and shit. Classic movie though. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to whatever else they have coming for Ninja Turtles. I know we get vehicles. Well, did they ever update their brand page? I didn't get at VeVe for that. I'm big on a little thing, so I'm like, hey, when I go to your brand page, and I see what's up.
I'm still upset that they didn't put tags back on collectibles. Like you look at a collectible. I was almost going to do a challenge, like put it out on X or whatever, and take a picture of a collectible. I'm like, is this collectible animated or not? And just see if people remember, right? Because there's no animated tag. Like you have to like look at the collectible and sometimes look at the promotional pictures and it says animated there, or some are animated, but it doesn't even mention it. Like it's just kind of weird.
But I think as of late they've made sure they have animated in like the promo pictures for all.
Yeah, but I feel like it should be like at a glance. Like me personally, like first appearance, tag, all that stuff, like animated, sound, whatever. But yeah,
or make it pop, like a little button that makes it pop that people see that it's animated, so off rip. Like just an eye catcher. But yeah, little things like coming soon for Raphael when he's been released already. It's like how long does it take to get somebody outsourced on that? I mean, hey, we have Donatello here, but we don't have the page for him just yet. But yeah, I definitely I haven't been on the brand page in a while, but that's where I used to get some alpha. I would go on the brand page, check out some new drops where they have come in. So they probably still have. Let's see if you have any updates. Is Ken?
It's kind of wild. They still have Ghostbusters. Obviously it's a big IP or people like it, but it's like. I think they only did 2 drops in 2020, and that's been it. Like I don't think we've had anything new, right? Like we've had those 2 drops, and I think both were in 2020, and I don't think we've done anything since.
No, I mean, who knows? It was very early on in the game, so who knows if things are still getting, worked out, any details still being ironed out. And that's the only thing, that's my main it's not really excuse, but I always think about, like, VeVe was a very different company, 2021, 22 compared to now, so.
Yeah. Everyone was lost on, like, what to do. Like, they didn't know how to, like, gauge the market. They didn't know how many mints to do and, like, how this whole licensing and, like.
It was a lot of trial and error.
Yeah, like, I mean, I didn't get here till October 2021. So I showed up like literally like less than a week before Golden Moments, and I had a friend kind of just fill me in on like all this stuff. He was just like, all right, there's like these like digital NFTs with like big licenses like Disney and first on the blockchain. Like, all right, like just get on it and go for Golden Moments. I'm like, okay. I just like
that was one of my first drops too. I think I was I was outside walking. I just had to keep like spamming the buy button to get a homer like for half an hour. I landed one. I was like, holy shit.
Yeah, my first drop, I landed Elsa on the drop, and I
Oh,
was in like a Taco Bell parking lot. I was my friend was like, "Oh, yeah, the drop happening in like 5 minutes." I'm like, "Oh," or no, he told me like 20 minutes ahead of time because he was like, "Get on the app early," just because remember back then, like it was just so laggy. Like
oh
sometimes
yeah.
the app would just take forever to load up, or the drop, or the timer would be like a full minute behind. I'm like, oh, I gotta refresh it, but if I refresh it, then I gotta load it again, and like all the stuff you have to like worry about that we don't have to now, right? So yeah, I got that, and I think I ended up because originally I put in like maybe $100 or something in the app. I was like, all right, I'll just put
Mhm.
this in and not put any more money. And then I flipped that for like I think like 300 gems, and I barely had enough for Walt. Then I won Walt, and then from there I just kind of wrote it. But
Yeah, man, I'm still looking to get some collectibles like that too, just to in-house money for the most part. I mean, I've gotten lucky on a few drops, and most
yeah,
of my gems and things I've bought have been on house money. But like, I would have liked to, like a doodle dog, I would like to have. But I saw people listing this. I have it on the floor for 134. It's not bad. I mean, I picked mine up for like 99. So
oh yeah, no, that's a cool. I think anything Doodle is gonna do well. Like I think having at least one piece of one of those things is good, or if you just flip it, like it might
right.
take a while. Like I don't know, like anytime there's so many times, right? I look at a collectible or a thing and I'm like, oh, that'd be so good to hold. And then like a year later, 6 months later, I'm just kind of like, why do I still have this? Like I could have just flipped it and just
Exactly.
like you just remember like, oh wait, I kind of skipped the last three drops, or like I've had to sell a whole bunch of other stuff because I was like afraid to sell this. And I'm like, like I like it now. I don't love it anymore, kind of thing. But
Oh, I feel you on that 100%, dude. For me now, it's like I'd rather have the gems in my account to not miss out on opportunities. Because I would
yeah.
have stuff and like, you know what? Yeah, I want to hold this. I want to hold this. But then I would see a perfect opportunity that's better for me, especially now. And I just can't take advantage of it because I'm holding something that I don't
Hmm.
truly want to hold, short or long term. So, yeah, just again, this Donald Duck for 19 gems is crazy to me, especially with there only being 578, and this is like the only variant of a Donald Duck that we wanted that's not in a painting.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, I think I'll give it some time. It'll do its thing. Same for Mickey. Is Mickey still like around 13 gems, 12 gems? Let's go. Let's check out Mickey really quick. How
Let me
did you
see.
go for this drop?
For
The Mickey
the
Disney
honestly,
friends?
when did these drop? I have to let me
It
see.
wasn't too long ago.
April. Okay, so April 12th, so just last month. I think I skipped on these, even though like I was like, they're 20 gems, like it's not too bad. Um,
Mm.
but I think I ended up passing. I don't know, like to be honest, I'm not with everything, but I'm kind of a first appearance purist, like a little bit.
Oh, dude, I
Like
don't knock you for that whatsoever.
somewhat if something looks really good, like I really like the look of it, like the Iron Man, right? It's like it has all these, it's not FA, but it has all these crazy animations, right? You can shoot and fly and all that stuff. Like that one I did get, and I still hold it because I'm like, oh, it looks cool, has cool utility animations. But I'm also just not like the biggest Disney. I'm more Marvel, me personally. um
Oh, not free
but
as
yeah.
the Marvel characters for the most part. I like them FAs for Marvels and very
Yeah.
specific art pieces I'm drawn to. But even when it comes to the art, I gotta be selective these days. Like, damn,
Yeah.
I like a lot of the art stuff. But I can't go for for
Hmm.
everything. Pixels accent. Let's see. Did you guys talk about stickers yet? I didn't go for any of the stickers. I didn't go for that drop whatsoever.
Yeah. I did go for the stickers, and it was a pain to fund the
Bro, you
account.
was biggest bro was in there for 2.5 hours and got nothing. Nada sauce.
Yeah, I tried to use. It was so weird. Like people are like, "Oh, just use Apple Pay or use Google Google Play Store to like buy buy not gems but like stars or whatever like on your
Yeah, I
account."
heard it's like a
I
ton, like a star
yeah,
system.
there's a thing. I try to buy it with my. I try to do it that way, but like I just never was able to get the Google Play Store option to show up. So I was like, all right, I guess I'll just use credit card. But like my bank kept denying it, so I was like, all right, that's not
Because it's like a
working.
weird transaction, right? To
Yeah,
your bank.
it's just yeah, it might have just like flagged in, told me not to do the transaction. So then I try to like move, money over from crypto. Then I forgot like my VPN subscription ran out because I wasn't using that for a while. It was just issue after issue. And eventually, I managed to barely fund it in time for when the drop actually happened. So I ended up getting 5 packs.
Hey, that's good stuff, bro. I think it's worth it.
And now I'm just and I think I'm probably just gonna leave them unopened. I really like having like sealed product and stuff. Like I did that with Candy and some other platforms. Even like HRO. I don't know if you did HRO or not when that came out.
I still have like literally decks of the physical cards. Apparently, people are starting to sell them on eBay. So
nice, yeah.
I think I'm gonna put them away and forget about them in my garage. And then when I'm 55, go back to hero cards. Because the thing is, they're not gonna be making any more of those cards, right?
No.
So
especially that. Are they from the first set? The cards you have?
I have a mix from like I think. Few of them. I think I have some OG from the first set as well too. I mean, they're all outside the box. I gotta get them on like plastic holders and stuff like that. But I have decks of cards like a little box.
Yeah, I do think those are going to do. I kind of wish. I think at the time when they were first announced, like, oh, get all these boxes. To be honest, I was kind of broke at the time, so I was like, all right, I'll get like 1 or 2 boxes, and like that's it. And it was like one of the bigger ones because there was like a pre-sale. Remember, you could like kind of buy them when they like first came out or whatever. But I think I only ended up getting like 1 or 2. But there was people that got like 5, 10 boxes and like opened up half of them or whatever. But I do wish I got like 1 to just kind of keep long term. But then again, you have to make sure it doesn't get damaged or wet or lost or whatever. Like it's just a physical product issue. It's just like that's always been I still have 9.8 comics of some of the VeVe exclusive like drops and some of the other stuff IRL. But other than that, no.
Oh, it's leaving soon. I always like to take a look at the burn too, because people sleep on the burns.
Yeah, that's a good
this
call.
one was 10 gems too, so I didn't really personally go for it. It was 10 gems. It's like, unless I really love it. Like the X-Men, with the Wolverine, that cover, okay, 10 gems, I'll go for that. The Todd McFarlane cover, that was worth it. Well, it wasn't worth it because depending on what I got, but still, it was 10 gems that justified, me spending it. I got mine off the initial drop, was sleeping, and then went back on sale. Yeah, I mean, it was a whole headache. And usually when I think about drops like that, especially if people going through like long wait times, you're best just holding it because it was hard to get for most people to even get 1 or a few. So you should be staying pretty with those, especially being the first stickers, in the stickerverse.
Yeah, it's the first stickerverse drop, and I feel like. I do hope they kind of emphasize it a bit more. Maybe it's just me, but like I don't really pay attention to like the VeVe Green comic drop website, and I do hope they kind of like keep pushing and like promoting the sticker side of things because it is interesting. I think they're just trying to dabble in a few different places and do partnerships with more Web3 platforms and communities to kind of get more attention on VeVe, which makes sense.
Right, and just like I said, the cross pollination, it's only going to help VeVe and help Web3 in general. So why not collab with like the biggest? And I feel like everybody collabing with VeVe is going to help them as well too, knowing that VeVe is a big dog in the game, Because and just going back to a point that you mentioned earlier about not opening some of your things, like even with the Digitoys, I have some Cryptoys that I just sealed. I don't have them.
Oh, same. Yeah.
They're just sealed away. I mean, thankfully, I can still log in and get to my account without any headaches or issues. Thank God. That's the thing. So I'm just saying pretty. I'm gonna let them, was it Digitoys now? I'm gonna let them do their thing, build their platform, and I'll just hold on to my neon Mickeys and Minis, and then see how they do in the market.
Yeah. Do you have cubes from like the original drop, like Star Wars and?
Oh no! I always told myself I wanted to go and grab the Star Wars because I did like how the Star Wars collectibles looked, and I wanted like the Darth Maul and stuff like that. You can't buy them now; you have to wait, right? Sold out.
I think, I don't think they're sold out. That's the part I'm confused about because I didn't wait, right? I just saw the announcement right when they did the 2-for-1 deal. Remember that was like a big, contentious thing for the community. Which I do not blame people that were upset because like. The biggest thing that shied me away was the fact that it was $40 a pop, right, per cube.
It was 40 a piece, original retail, bro.
Yeah, it's 40 a piece. And remember, like that first Star Wars set had 16, 20 characters. There's a lot of characters, and you just had to collect them all through just opening up cubes, right? You just had to get lucky. So you could open up 400 cubes and still not complete the set, right? You could just get super unlucky.
Right. So you had to
those
pay
two
up.
things, yeah, those two things just really shied me away from it. And there wasn't a secondary market, right? So it's not like, oh, I got everything but the scarcest thing. Let me just go buy that in the market rather than opening up like 200 more cubes. So it was really a combination of those things why I didn't really go that hard into it. But when they did the 2-for-1 deal, I just bought 10 of the Star Wars cubes and just didn't even open them. I still have them. I just haven't opened them yet.
It was really good move, dude, for a future. I mean, even now, it's been a long time since then, and they're still growing their platform. So having those Star Wars ones, especially, and you're not open, oh, dude, I think you'll be saying pretty once the market does its thing over there.
Yeah, but the issue is that it does say it's gonna like, it says like coming soon or whatever. So it's like I kind of hope they don't re-release it, right? Like I don't know. Like at that point, like what's the point?
Oh, they might. 'Cause they re-released the
yeah.
I think their Zookeeper. I don't know what it's called. Their first
Zootopia or not Zootopia.
They released, I guess, the rest of them or something like that. So maybe they held some in the background, but yeah, it would be nice if they just kept everything else OG. I mean, if you have any of those old Cryptoys, the branding is going to stay Cryptoys no matter what. So that kind of has an OG branding on it. So regardless of what they do, even all this stuff that we have, they're going to say Cryptoys. So it still should have some value on top of it.
Yeah.
So fingers crossed that, they don't go under. I hope they do their thing. Yeah, I mean, I think they have a good premise. They have some really cool looking collectibles and being really, really gamified, So we'll see.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, like I'm at the point now where like I already kind of put in the investment I wanted. I hope it does well so I can sell my cubes and stuff. But if it doesn't, or if it goes under, like, I hope it doesn't, because like, rising tide helps all ships kind of thing. But
yeah, exactly.
I hope it does well. But I'm excited for like Candy too and some of the other platforms that have kind of making like a revival.
For sure, dude. Like I got a number of time for the most part. And speaking of that, I just want to check. Oh, Alien versus Predator, that was a hyped comic drop too. I think on the green app.
Yeah.
Alien versus Avengers 1. But everything comes down, whether it be the new shiny toy or people realizing they have bills to pay, or there's a lot of things that come into play when it comes to the collectibles. So I don't really marry myself to any of them, but I just try to really play it smart, especially if you've been in the market in the game for a few years. You gotta just use your head to your advantage, especially if you want to get certain collectibles. Like I think $20 for Bison, hands down. I can move this. I'll have some more gems in my account. I'm being very specific. I feel like this is just a sleeper because when it ends up selling out, I mean, it's David Yu and his hair. Maybe a few, speculation. But I pick him up for like 1 gem, 150. It doesn't break the bank. This is just creepy. So I was like, hey, I pick it up for 1 gem.
Yeah.
I just like it. I just like that VeVe's like I said, the whole 18 plus is really showing with the collectibles now, especially with the ones coming up. I was going to mention earlier.
Yeah, solo leveling. Yeah, I'm like, dude, that is gory.
Bro, we wouldn't have anything close to this. This is definitely like my certificate that VeVe's going to put out some fire later on.
Yeah.
Collectibles. But yeah, I'm thinking I'm going to go with this. I'm going to put this together. But I want the ultra rare as well because the same thing, the same reason why they're crafting for this common is going to be the same thing for the ultra rare. But I don't want to pay crazy money. I want to pay like 120. But it's back up to 150. So
I did see one for like 120 a few days ago. I think before this announcement happened, it was at 120, and then right when it announced, like within a few hours, like someone bought the 120.
Yeah, would you believe me? I was literally getting my gems together to purchase that one for 120, and then he dropped this. I was like, you fuckers!
I think a lot of people are looking at that one.
Hell yeah! I mean, still 150 is not bad. I mean, I DM'd somebody and shout out, hey, VeVe, maybe you're trying to get your shit together with the social. We need push notifications for messages and like an obvious like a red bubble or just like we need some type of notifications for when we get messages. Yeah, they still need to get that together, I think.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, are you gonna go for the craft
on the solo leveling?
Yeah,
I am. I think I'm gonna get at least one.
Do you have the common that's needed for the craft?
So I had 5 comments before the announcement of this drop. So when it's gonna announce, I took advantage and okay,
that's
let me just get my gems, and then I could just always come back and still get 1 or 2 for like. I mean, the hype after they just announced, went up to 31, 32, and then of course, like everything else as I expected, it came back down. So let me go down. Let me go to Sun. I saw one for 22 earlier, but someone bought it before I can get it. But yeah, 28. And depending on whatever drop happens in the next week, I'll be able to pick him up still for like 25, maybe 24 before the drop. So I'm not too pressed. I'm not gonna pay too much for the Speak of the Devil, Josh. There we go. Which is I think it's fun under the sun. But yeah, I'm gonna pick him up. I already kind of did the math because it's 30 for the diorama, then it's 10 for the craft. So that's 40 plus whatever you're paying for the comments. So I'm gonna be coming out 40 about 70 gems, 70 gems, depending on how it goes. But it's too damn cool. I mean, I'm in no rush because there's no burn date that's soon for it. That's another thing. So I don't technically have to be in a rush.
Yeah, I think it's a year out, isn't it?
Yeah, so I can be patient if I wanted to and waited. But I do want that diorama. That looks fire. The diorama, and have you seen the details of the interactions of it?
No, I haven't actually.
Oh my gosh! I mean, we got the promo video, but when you go to Mr. Falcon's video, oh my god, take a look.
Oh, that's cool when you blow it up like that.
Yeah,
and like
when you hit the statue, he smiles. That's what triggers everything in the statue.
He's smiling just like the thing.
Yeah, just like the statue, right? No, I might have to do an AI picture of Mr. Falcon sitting at the statue. We're gonna be on rock. Have you seen Solo Leveling?
Yeah, I've seen the. Okay. I watched the first season, and I did like it. I think I started the second season and then like forgot or whatever. I don't know. But the notification pop up is pretty cool.
Yeah, that's so cool.
Have you seen it?
Dude, I mean that was the first anime I watched in some time. Yeah, I binged it, dude. I binged that bad boy. I just like I like how it had no fillers. It was like right to the fucking point every episode.
Yeah.
I love it. So
I did. Yeah, the action's really good. The video game, aspect of like leveling up and like gaining powers and stuff was also really cool too. Fight scenes were like, awesome. I think at the time, I think I was watching like Frieren and Berserk and stuff like that. So I was kind of more. I was kind of more into anime that was a bit more. I had a bit more depth,
Yeah.
The what's it called? Solo Leveling is just a big power fantasy, right? Like it's just super cool. There's not a super deep story, but it is interesting enough. Like the characters and fighting and all that. It's interesting enough, but like if they're doing this kind of gore, like dude, if they get Berserk, that'd be wild. I would love that.
That would be Berserk on VeVe. That would be definitely a game changer. I think.
That would be huge. Yeah.
That's not just becoming a huge anime. Yeah, of course it's Berserk. It's like a classic, but yeah, on VeVe, if we could get Berserk, it's like I mean, am I always surprised by the IP that we get? Not as much so because David Yu is the golden child of getting IPs.
Yeah.
So the more we get, is just more reassurance that we're gonna get some fire like Dragon Ball Z. We're gonna get Naruto, Shippuden. I think all that's gonna come down at the pipeline for the most part. But yeah, I do like the blood and gory. I mean, Solo Leveling is the last one I've seen. Before that, if I could recommend a good one to you, I guess you could call it an anime. It's on Netflix though. It's Castlevania.
I've heard about that one. Yeah, I mean, I've heard about the games and stuff, right? Like long time ago, but like the anime, no, I don't think I've seen them.
Bro, it was it actually I was shocked at how great this anime was. It's phenomenal. It's the reason why it has like 3 or 4 seasons. It's okay.
It's on Netflix.
Dude, give it a watch. Just give it a try and let me know what you think. But yeah, I ended up watching all 3 seasons. I was waiting for the next seasons to come out. It's a very, 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 very well made anime. It's gory. It's vampires. It's the whole 9. But yeah, bro, check it out if you get a chance. But I thoroughly enjoyed Castlevania, and I'm very picky with my watches. If it doesn't grab me from the first episode or so, I don't got time to waste on this. I can't be watching One Piece 3,000 episodes.
Yeah. Have you seen Free Ren at all?
You said free win?
Yeah, Free Ren.
Let me type this in. Free anime?
FRIENE. Free Ren.
Free. Oh yeah, FRIEREN. Free Ren.
Yeah. Now there's a second season that released. I saw that one's a really popular one too.
That's giving me RPG vibes from the picture.
Yeah,
it like
it
an
is.
RPG style?
Was that?
It's like an RPG style, like anime.
RPG.
I'm seeing like
not really. There is like a group essentially, but it's mostly following this like elf lady.
Okay.
It's interesting because she was like part of a party, and then I mean she ages like very slowly, right? Because she's like an elf, but like she's mostly with humans and other people. That was like her original adventuring party, but they kind of tell the story backwards because like there's a lot of stuff that she didn't really understand, like because she's just, you know, it's one of those things where like elves live so long, they're kind of so nonchalant or just whatever about everything, right? Because they just live so long. But there's a lot of experiences that she had with that group that she didn't realize. She's like, oh my god, like they'll interact and do something, and she doesn't realize like, oh, like he actually meant this like years and years ago, like actually like our friendship was strong, or like he actually
she's still piecing things together, like
yeah, she's like as she's like adventuring with this like new party and doing this stuff, she's like kind of piecing old things together like of her past, and kind of realize it's kind of just like reflecting back on your life, right? Like you're just like, oh, like dude, that thing actually meant this other thing, or like this action or this event or this person like led me to believe this other thing. So it's a bit more deep, but the fight scenes are very, very, very good. They're kind of few and far between, and they're not super long, but the times it does happen, it's very good. Like it's very well edited and stuff. But
I'll add that to my list.
It's just very interesting storytelling. I'll just say that. Yeah, and the characters are well written.
Say no more. I'm all about a deep story if it makes sense. You know,
yeah.
If you don't shit the money, but at the end, like Game of Thrones or some other series that just has a great run, and then at the end it's like, you know what, screw it. Let's wrap this shit up.
Mm-hmm.
You know. Oh, shout outs to you from I forgot the comment Juice. He got the Awakened UR. That's a Sung Jin Woo. Yeah, I remember seeing those prices like 85, 90. And I always tell people the best times to get the best deals in the market if you have gems are the night before hype drops, the morning of hype drops, and especially 30 minutes before the drop, because that's when people get real desperate. For the most part. They get real desperate. Yeah, I'm not gonna even mention this goddamn Jessica Jones drop, because this rare and ultra rare pissed me the hell off. Who's Nana? Who's Auntie? Is this supposed to be her? Like
Alias 1. I never even heard this one.
Oh god, it's like somebody from this trying to be sexy from the 60s. Like I don't. Okay, I mean, hey, these are panel pulls, right? That's what they say on VeVe.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
But yeah, even with this drop, this was like the rare was a colored secret rare version. The ultra rare was like a grayed out, and then the secret rare was different. Yeah, man, they're just rolling the dice, bro. They're rolling the dice on these comic drops. Will someone just kindly list their Sung Jin-Woo ultra rare for 100 gems? I will buy it right now. I mean, I can't buy it right now. I still gotta wait for a sale, but I'll still buy it soon if you list it for cheap. And if not, then we'll end up having 30 Raphaels. But I think I'm set on the 20. I think I'm good on that. It's just too cheap for me not to pick up. I grabbed a bunch of these for 4 gems early on too, which is crazy to me. But hey, people have their reasons for making their sales and doing what they got to do. All right, is there any more space inside this viewverse? So I come back out of this. 1 second. Yeah. I think I explored the rest of the space. Oh yeah, I try to check out because there's people building still, and True Crew, True Media used to do like a weekly VeVeverse showcase, and they had a downsize, they had other stuff going on. I don't knock them, but I try to pop into VeVeverse because I built in there. I like to show off my stuff and show other people's creativity and whatnot, especially when it's looking cool like this. Like I didn't see the Maseratis inside the VeVeverse, so it's good to see that we got some of the newer cars here. Let me zoom out at the whole crib. And yeah, just a small little spot in this wonderful, wonderful world. And speaking of world, I wonder if that Delusionville is still a thing.
Yeah, dude, I don't know. And I've kind of gotten to the point now, like I do get excited for stuff that they announce, but like until it happens,
Yeah.
like I'm kind of done like holding my breath for certain things, like, you know, until it gets released.
Same. Show me the
It is,
details. Show me the blog article. You know.
yeah, until it's in a blog article, I don't take it. It's not like I don't take it seriously because I don't know if you remember, gosh, I think it was like a year ago. I think someone brought up in an interview or just like asked him like in chat and someone read it about burning old comics, right?
Right.
On VeVe, and he's like, yeah, like that's some, you know, we can look into, because, you know, there are a lot of very old comics that like 60,000 editions, 50,000. It's like there's just so many of them, and like if we could get a burn going or something, that would be kind of cool. You know, you burn 10 comics or whatever and you get something out of it. But, you know, we still haven't seen anything or heard any update with that. But yeah, though that's a cool poster right there.
Yeah, actually, I had to zoom in on this because I was like, is this a collectible that we have? Or I think this may be one of those files he downloaded too.
Yeah,
but it just shows the potential of like how cool you can make your crib look. And I like the video of the car loop. You know, the X-Men logo still being disrespected for like 12 gems in the market.
Oh yeah.
But look at that, he has his photo there.
Yeah, you definitely got to get a X-Men logo. Do you have a logo, or you have a few?
Oh yeah, the X-Men logo. I mean, how much is I seen the Marvel logo go up and down. It was like 50.
Yeah, that's because there was like, wasn't there a Marvel group?
Oh
and
yeah.
Like then they also said now you had to have like 5 logos to be in the logo group, and then now you have to pay money to be in it. Like there was a lot of like weird stuff going on with
like
the logo group.
There was like a group around that, because then when the X-Men one came out, I think the X-Men logo drop was more so was it like a shock drop, or it wasn't supposed to be dropped early or something like that?
I think they just announced it early, like maybe like a few days early or something like that.
Well, no,
or maybe
I don't know what happened. It just dropped. It dropped out of nowhere, and people thought it was a secret drop, but it got dropped early. I think that's what happened.
Was that the case?
Yeah, I think it's got dropped.
You know, I think you're right. Yeah, maybe they forgot to do the X post about it, or maybe they did the drop instead of the X post, and they're like, "Whoops!" Yeah,
yep. Well, shock drop happened. There you go.
Yeah, they're below retail, aren't they? Weren't they 15 gems?
Yeah, they're 12.50 now. Apparently, just checked.
Yeah,
12. That is not bad at all.
Yeah, and I do think X-Men, I mean, I feel like it's already happening, right? They're making a big push in Marvel, like the MCU and all that. So it's like, you know, people are kind of burnt out on the Avengers, you know, a bit. I think there's going to be one last hurrah or whatever with Doomsday and whatever's next. But after that, I think people are like, I'm kind of over Avengers and Thor and Iron Man and Hulk. Like, I'm kind of over it.
Yeah, they're not making as much money. I mean, before you could have put out anything, it would have made like millions and millions of dollars. But then, you know, when you milk the cow so much, they start putting out lackluster content, and not everybody needed a spinoff. And it's like they felt like they could do anything, it would have made money. And then when they finally started losing enough money, they was like, okay, let's burn this to the ground and get some fresh blood in here. So let's do your Doomsday, let's do your Secret Wars, and everybody go the fuck home and stay there and let the kids take over. That's what happened.
Yeah, let all the 90s kids and stuff, you know, 80s kids take over, start talking about X-Men. And I wouldn't be surprised if they also like at some point introduce like X-Force or X Factor, like some of those other kind of like those kind of like secondary groups that a lot of people forget about.
Because we're aging out, dude. I mean, X-Men was for us. We had our X-Men Last Stand, you know, our movies and stuff. And it's like, you know, it's
the cartoon.
The cartoon as well.
Yeah. Did you watch the cartoon?
Bro, I watched the old school cartoon, and I'm loving how X-Men 97 is better than even old school, in my opinion. I mean, granted, it was 2 different time frames, and it's like
the animation, the storytelling was like better. Like kind of objectively, it's a bit better across the board. But I do like that. The new season's supposed to come out soon, right?
Yeah, season 2. I mean, season 1, I was floored at how well they did it. Like, you could tell they cared about that project from season 1 alone. So, and they already greenlit for 4 seasons. So I'm looking forward to I mean, I think it's I gotta see a date. I gotta see a date they started, but yeah, dude, it's I gotta have that. Which I have 3 VeVe tabs open here. Hold on a second. There you go.
Yeah, I hope they just kind of. Yeah, I kind of hope that the comic just, or the comic. Hope the show just kind of sticks to the comic, or they just stick to what they do best, and they don't, go too far off the deep end, just around random like modern culture stuff or politics or anything. That's like just talk about the characters and what's going on, and like you could still make allegories and stuff. I mean that's just humans versus mutants. That's an old us versus them allegory thing. But it's like just don't make it too whatever. As long as that doesn't happen, like we'll be fine. Like.
Yep,
like all that stuff is built into the characters and the stories themselves. Like all that stuff is already built in, with everything. Like if you're talking religion, like that's Nightcrawler, right? He's like a very religious that's already built in. Like all the characters, like you don't need to do extra on top of it. At least me personally, that's the way.
Right. I mean, but judging by the first season, I think they paid homage pretty well. Like it doesn't seem.
They did great.
Yeah. There wasn't any woke, and like not that I can notice. Like there wasn't the only woke input that most people say was like, that character. What's his name? Is it Metamorphosis?
Morph. Yeah.
I mean, I think he's a cool ass X-Men. Like the fact that he can morph to any X-Men, but if people are saying because he's like non-binary, whatever his sexual preferences or whatever, he's that character for the woke.
And if you are gonna apply something like that to a character, like Morph is like, I think he's supposed to be a guy, but it's like if anyone is kind of like. Having a self-identity crisis, right? It would be someone like Morph, right? They can change and like all kind of like they're like, I really don't fit into this world, no matter kind of what I am. Yeah, it's like like I don't mind them tackling those stories where people have issues, with themselves or identifying like whatever. But like, don't just randomly make Cyclops or some of these other like main characters like just different, just cause, right? Like.
Right, exactly. For no reason, like give him a different colorway for a costume that we've never seen before, just for the hell of it. Like, wait, what? And Juice was around. He knows what it was. It was a surprise drop, and he got a bunch of them. It was a good time to make some quick money on the X-Men logo drop because a lot of people didn't know about it. So the stacks, people got stacks of those. I am 100% looking forward.
I got a small stack of those, the logos.
From the drop.
I've just been kind of secretly stacking them for a while. Like, geez, dude, Pixel Trader. I don't know if you've looked recently at like how many people have, but Pixel Trader has 80 logos.
Oh,
the X-Men logos.
My God, just 80? Jesus.
Yeah, just 80. Yeah, and then I have 12.
Hey, still a good stack, man.
Yeah, but there's people like right now. I'm looking. California Comics is 25. Of them. That's number 5. I'm just looking at like Stacker World or whatever.
Yeah, you see, I mean, there's so many collectibles that you could pocket watch this logo and nobody knows what you're doing, so you'll be fine.
Yeah, I just think it's going to be essentially the MCU, right, for the next 5 to 10 years on Marvel for the most part, and plus like just inherently X-Men in general is just very diverse, right? All the characters and stuff, like it's just built in. You can't really say the same too much about like Avengers and stuff, but yeah, I'm excited for more X-Men stuff.
Oh yeah, I need my Nightcrawler, dude. Need my Nightcrawler.
Yeah.
And this is Doc Space that he made earlier on.
Ooh, yeah, that does look cool.
Yeah, so he put a bunch of his X-Men together. I'm doing him the courtesy. I always try to pop in his space. You see, guys, we got Sabretooth, we got Magneto, we have Juggernaut.
Yeah.
Jean Grey, Rogue.
Yeah, Rogue. It's like alternate skin Rogue, yeah.
Alternate skin Rogue. You got my guy Wolverine with a half mask on, half mask off.
Yeah, I was gonna say like
it's like in between of him changing it. Whatever.
Are they layered? Like, did he put 2 Wolverines, or is it just messed up?
I think this is how it's just showing up, which is kind of weird.
Okay, yeah. It kind of looks good, but also really weird too. Like.
Maybe somebody in the graphics department was like, you know what, people like the mask, but they want to see his mouth, so let's just take the bottom half of it off and see what people think. But yeah, I mean, of course, it always looks better than the VeVe-verse. Then we got the old school Rogue squad here.
Yep. Sure. God, dude, you can even just see the difference. Like, look at Rogue and Storm, just like 3 years, 4 years of difference, right? They're different.
This is where we started, and then we got to. I think we get Gambit was next, right?
Yeah, Gambit, dude. Gambit looks good.
I mean, bro, Gambit looks amazing. Even like he was sitting at like 2 or 3 gems. I think I should have got it a few more.
He's like slightly moving, right? Gambit.
So this version, his staff moves slightly, and he could turn his staff on and off.
Oh, okay.
In this version of it, so
I wonder if that's considered animated, because like there are some characters that do have an idle animation kind of, right? but it's not considered animated like in the article.
Oh yeah, what you're saying, the logo has always been suspiciously cheap. I got a few. Yeah, I think it's a good long-term investment for sure. But I have noticed that some of these collectibles that we got, they do move slightly, but they wouldn't say animated. Like if you went to the Imperial Guards that came out recently, those move slightly, and things like that, but they just don't put animated. Yeah. This is another one I think people slept on.
That Wolverine,
he was going for like 10 gems back in the day. He's going for a little bit more now. But
yeah, how do you feel about the collectibles that have like Juggernaut that has that big? I kind of wish you didn't have that big X logo attached to him.
I mean, it's a great looking collectible, especially we had behind the scenes. The artist did the whole like scaling of this, but we need Juggy by himself. We need Juggy. We need Juggy by himself. This is a good variation to have for like putting in front of your house or your expansion or whatever. But we need him by himself. Yeah. We need him detached from this. And Colossus, we need to.
Exactly. You know what I watched? I think it was like a week ago. I think I did that very old YouTube video with Juggernaut, right? That whole dubbed over, like, I'm the Juggernaut, bitch. Like that whole. Have you seen that?
Oh yeah, of course.
Okay, just making sure. I'm like, we're the same. Like it came out around the same time, but I watched that for the first time in forever, like a few weeks ago, and I was like, gosh, this is like really funny, right? Like the mics sound terrible and all that stuff, and the dialogue is silly, but
it's just old school. It's nostalgic, bro. Now it's nostalgic for
it's like old school. It's a nostalgic like viral video kind of thing. I mean, it was so viral, right? It was in the movie, the Juggernaut movie, right? He says it. I forgot which one. Was it Last Stand? Or no, not Last Stand. The one before that.
Yeah, I think it was the one before that, if anything.
I'm trying to remember the movie, but yeah.
If anything, too. Yeah, bro, those are good times. I'm just looking forward to seeing what they're doing with X-Men. I mean, they're doing the comic. The cartoon is like shitting on Marvel. Marvel is trying to get their shit together because X-Men 97 is like destroying all their movies, whether it be movies or anime or whatever. Like Marvel, X-Men 97 is, they're handling them right now.
Yeah, I really liked X-Men 97, the show, a lot. Like they're just
dude.
Yeah.
And it kept it like to that 90s type of feel too. It doesn't feel too much. I mean, of course, the animation is like more in this generation, but it's kept that 90s type of vibe feel.
Yeah, it'd be cool to. You obviously can't just like straight up live stream it, but I'll have to like maybe watch it again one more time, or like skim through it, or like watch like a YouTube video that just kind of covers like the main story beats of season 1 before season 2 comes out. As a refresher.
I don't even think I need a refresher after seeing what happened with Wolverine at the end of the last one.
Yeah.
Dude, it was just it was like they were just nailing everything on that series. Honestly, they were nailing it. So I'm really excited to see season 2. I know it's gonna just blow everything out the water. We just gotta wait. Bro.
Yeah. And then as for the MCU, I think they're obviously not going to have like Wolverine or anything. Like they're going to have some of the more newer age characters like X-Men and stuff like that. Like I thought some people said like Kamala Khan, right? That's the Miss Marvel character, right? She can like make her fist big. Like she had her own show.
I mean, she's not. I don't mind her as Miss Marvel. She seems to be one of the most fitting of the newer, characters that they have. Yeah. Like she seems to be fitting. I think she's gonna grow into that role even like just over time. Well, like she seems like she's gonna play that.
Yeah. Well, I think some people. Well, originally people, because remember towards the end of that show, they hinted at mutants and X-Men, right? I don't know if you remember watching the show. Mm-hmm. Did you watch the show?
They hinted at the mutants at the end.
Yeah, like at the very end of the show, the character, one of her friends goes up to her because they're like running experiments on her because she has like these powers. She's like, and I guess that's been kind of one criticism about the comic itself. I think I heard it from like Sleeping or whatever, that like people don't really know where her power comes from. Like, okay, is she a mutant? But she also wears this like bangle like around her wrist, like a like a metal
Hmm.
thing or whatever. But like, does that give her power? Like
right,
what
I
is
think
her?
it was passed down through her family or something like that.
Yeah, but she's also an inhuman from another. Like there's like 3 different things. But people are like, okay, she's like too convoluted. Like mutants have powers, they're in their DNA, and like that's it. But she kind of has like all these things, and people. But I think some people said that she's a mutant. But anyway, towards the end of the show, one of her friends goes up to her and says like, oh, we like ran tests on like your blood, and like we found out that like it's mutated, and they literally did the X-Men jingle like
Oh, okay, so yeah, that's obvious, you know?
Yeah, so they literally just hint like X-Men mutants, like that's going to be the next thing. So I think some people think that she's going to like kind of be the next Jubilee in the sense of like she's the outsider coming into the world of like mutants and X-Men, right? Because when in the show, Jubilee's like, what is like there's mutants and like you guys hang out here and there's like a whole school for us. So she might be the one like kind of entering in the world of X-Men and like all the characters. I don't know, but
I mean, anything can happen. It's Hollywood, baby.
yeah,
You know?
exactly.
You change it. See how
Especially
that one
Hollywood. No one knows what's going to happen in
No
Hollywood.
one's going to happen. We could have a female beast in the next doomsday. Like who actually knows? Like I just hope for the best. But I think even Hollywood is starting to get the picture. Like, hey, where movies aren't making as much, streamers are making more than you guys right now. So like,
streamers are getting more, especially with dude like Star Wars, Star Trek, especially Star Trek, dude. Like I'm actually a big Trekkie fan, but I haven't watched a lot of the new shows. Like they had like Star Trek Academy.
I heard, oh boy,
just absolutely bombed. It's even like a bad teen drama. Like it's kind of leaning that thing, but even like in that context, it's bad.
I feel bad for you, as you being a Star Trek fan. I wasn't a huge fan, but I seen that series of like that was your Star Wars acolyte for Star Wars fans.
Yeah, dude, it's just but they're Hollywood's just fumbling left and right, like with the acolyte, like you said, like acolyte in Star Wars, and then Academy with Star Trek, and like it's like, dude, how do you have these like huge franchises and you're just losing money like anything you do? I mean, with the shows,
they're getting better. They have to get better with it because I mean, granted, when a TV show gets made, especially 2 years out, they can't just like drop it. They just gotta put it out. So they try to do like minimal marketing and just try to get it over with type of deal. But it still leaves a huge stain, obviously, especially with a series like Star Wars. Like, bro, they haven't put out a Star Wars a good one in so many years that in the most recent we got in like years, it's been years since we got a movie. And what do we get? Mandalorian and Grogu, which is basically a glorified extra episode of the Mandalorian and Grogu.
Yeah, and it's like 3 years too late. Like, it was super popular during COVID, right? Tail end of COVID, a lot of 2020, like everyone was talking about Grogu and how cute he is and all that stuff. Like,
yeah, but that died down ages ago. So trying to ride that horse now is kind of like, and Pedro Pascal didn't really do it. He had his run, which was like a crazy one. He was in every goddamn thing, and now no one wants to see him in shit.
Yeah, dude. Like when I saw the Mando and Grogu like ad, right, or like the preview, like I thought it was mostly CG, like AI. Like the dialogue, the action scenes, I'm like, dude, like this has to be AI. Like they are literally testing like the minimum viable product, like you said, like the MVP. It's like, what's the minimum we can put out? But I don't know. Hopefully they turn it around. I mean, there's indie games, indie movies are doing well, like Obsession, and then Backrooms. I heard did really well, like super small budgets, just crushing in the box office. Like Godzilla -1. I know that was made in a different country, but like that did suit like not even a $15 million budget, and it like crushed in the box office.
Did you watch that on -1?
Godzilla -1?
Yeah,
dude, it was great. Yeah, I liked it a lot.
And then maybe do you think it's a slow start? Because I started it.
Yeah, it's a slow start.
Okay, that's what it is. All right, because I started it. I'm like, okay, I'm hearing that it's got great things, so I just gotta hang in there a little bit.
Yeah, if you can hang in there, and then some of the CGI, most of the CGI looks good. There's a few parts where it looks a bit jank, right? Like it's not the highest budget thing, but it is very good. I liked it, for what it was.
Sweet, I gotta finish that. And we got Juice here saying it was just a really long episode, one of the bad episodes. Oof, he's talking about Mandalorian and Grogu, more than likely. I didn't hate it, but it was uninspiring. Yeah, I feel like I wouldn't. I feel like if I went to the movie theaters, I would have wasted my money. And I don't go to the movie theaters for anything these days. Like, like I would probably go for something if I have a die-hard feel for it. Like for me, Mortal Kombat is like a must go, whether it's good or bad.
Yeah. Are you gonna go? Are you gonna see Street Fighter?
Oh hell yeah.
Okay, okay. I figured. Yeah, but
Oh hell yeah! I mean, I'm a fan of the original, even though people hate it. It was like, oh, you know, if you hate it now, you
Mhm.
probably didn't grow up in the '90s. It's campy. Of course, it doesn't make any sense in terms of Street Fighter, but for me, it has a place in my heart. It's just one of those campy things. Like even Mortal Kombat 1, people say was cheesy and it wasn't a good movie. I'm like, yeah, how could you call that a bad movie compared to what they put out these days? You know, no originality. Juice, almost every episode has an epic part. There was nothing epic in this film. You can't get those 2 hours back. I think it was an hour and a half or whatever. They tried to make it old school with the trailers and stuff like that and whatnot. They tried a little too much with that Mandalorian Grogu. But hey,
yeah, I liked season 1, and honestly, like,
yeah, 1 was great.
I really wish they wrote out just like the Mandalorian. You just don't show your face, like don't take off the helmet. Like that's half the fun. Is the, you know, just like Halo, right? Master Chief, it's like half the character is like the mysteriousness of him, right? You never see his face, you never. But I heard in the show, in the Halo show, I heard or movie or whatever it was, like they show his face like very early on, and then, you know, some of the other characters. But like he was way more interesting without the helmet. That's what, like, Boba Fett. That's like half of what made Boba Fett like popular, was like, who is this guy? Like, what does he look like? And like, he's so mysterious. Like, he only has 7 lines, but yet he demands so much. Like,
he comes out of nowhere,
attention.
Leaves.
You know, it's like, I hate to use the like, like he has aura, right? Like whatever the hell you want to call it, but like, you know, less is more.
Oh yeah, I love all 3 seasons. But for me, I just completely forgot about the 3rd season of Mandalorian.
Same. I haven't seen it. I like season 1 a lot. Season 2 was okay. Towards the end, it got a little ridiculous.
Completely fell off my radar. It like completely fell off my radar. I think I saw an episode, or I saw a clip of the ending. I was like, oh, there was a season 3 of this. It just happened. But yeah, 1 was great. 1 was gold. But then again, you know, a handful of shows got a great boost due to COVID. That being Squid Games. A few shows, but then again, they try to keep that ball running for too long, and then even the last season of Squid Games wasn't as compared to the first, you know. Yeah,
dude, another IP Hollywood's fumbling is Lord of the Rings. Like Amazon, like whole Rings of Power, it's just bad. I don't know.
I gave it a chance, dude. I gave it a chance. I was one of those people who watched the first episode because, you know, Lord of the Rings fans, like, you know, I gotta give it a shot.
Yeah,
I gotta try it. I was like, Jesus, this is the most woke. And things didn't make sense. It just, bro.
No, it's bad. And they try to get you to like empathize with the orcs. There's like babies.
Why do orcs have emotion and feelings? Like, why are they even showing any? The only emotion they should have is blood and just savagery. That's it. They shouldn't be having diplomatic conversations.
Yeah, they could have done so much, but I will say there was. I did watch the whole season. I ended up like hate watching half of it, but I was like, all right, I might as well finish it. Some of the interactions with, oh my god, the dwarf and the elf. I did Elrond and I forgot the dwarf's name. Some of those interactions are actually pretty good. Like you could tell there's, you know, a connection, old friendship there. Like some of those, like those. When those two were on screen, that's the only time I like actually paid attention. When it was everything else, I was like, like whatever. But dude, now they're doing that Gollum movie, Lord of the Rings, The Hunt for Gollum. I'm like, dude, like there's so many better timelines and characters and stuff you could talk about than like Gollum. It's like we already did the whole like we already did the Lord of the Rings. We already did the Fellowship of the Ring, right? Like throwing the ring away, killing Sauron. We already did all that, but like, why don't we talk about like War in the North, or like how the Witch King of Angmar like came to power? Like the Witch King is an interesting character. Like he has a lot of campaigns, a lot of stuff. Like why don't we talk about that stuff, or the Easterlings? Like, or they're kind of touching on Numenor and stuff and the Rings of Power, right? But it's like there's so many other stories that could be told, but it's like, no, let's just talk about Gollum. Like I couldn't care less about like Gollum.
I didn't even know like any of the backstory, so I decided to look into it, and I realized that this wasn't like a very important part. This is like a side, like it's not even like a main part of the book. It's like a whole side type thing.
It's supposed to be, but like before, what's his name?
Oh, shout out to Booth, yo.
What's up, Booth?
Bro, what's up, dude? Go collab. Yeah, you going for a little bit. Probably gonna pop out of here. I still got work in there.
I was gonna say, like, whenever you need to hop off, let me know. I'm just kind of shooting the shit, but
likewise, bro. But
yeah, but that was like, so I think it's supposed to take place like before, you know, Aragorn met them at the Prancing Pony, and then it went, you know, it's supposed to take place before all that. So I think there is some interaction with Aragorn and because I think he was hunting Gollum at one point. I don't really remember the story, but regardless, it's like I don't. If I want a new Lord of the Rings epic, I don't want it to be about Gollum. Like I couldn't care less.
Right. If you're gonna bring Lord of the Rings back, let it be something epic. Let it not be like this side story about the Gollum, which we know how it ends.
Yeah.
So it's like, why are you giving this little? It's like a side, like again, it's like all these movies that want to do like a little spin-off. It's like a spin-off of Lord of the Rings. What 2 decades later to the last movie? That's the first thing you want to bring it back with is a Gollum. I'll pass on that. I will pass, brother. But yo, it's yeah, you know what? Yeah, it's been all good. I gotta make these moves in general anyway. But I appreciate having you on, Vibes. Appreciate you showing up, bro.
Yeah, I saw you live, and I was like, I might as well hop in. And you put in the link, so I was like, yeah, I got time, to hang out.
Yeah, I do mine. It's usually like late nights, sometimes midday, but it's usually at night. Every other night or like before big drops, you'll see me hop on. But yeah, man, you really subscribe. Appreciate you subscribe, and you'll see me pop on every now and then. And yeah, bro, appreciate your presence. I have an outro video you can check out as well too. And yeah, shouts to everybody who's watching on X and YouTube, everybody who's popped in, whether it be for like a second to say hi or whatever. But yeah, do something positive for yourself or someone else. Good karma comes back to you, whether it's today, tomorrow, or next week or next year. And yeah. You guys have a great night, Vibes. Until next time, bro. Appreciate you having you on. Shout out to everybody in the comments too. Oh, Pizza Collector, Booth, Juice, Hanano, the True Crew, Biggest Bro. If I miss anybody, I have a short-term memory. But yeah, everybody else, appreciate you all for being here. All right, man, head out, brother.
All right, sounds good. Thanks for having me on, and thanks for everyone hanging out in chat. Appreciate it. We'll catch you guys next time.
Indeed. All right, we out of here.
All right, see ya.